Oyerepa TV will take you to different level. Oyerepa TV, Oyerepa TV, Oyerepa free na me no free. Yeah.
No, woman internalize and a ebeshia, the benya true live. Omone Pando Heart of Lions and a pepper 11 wonders. Asia Atron Divisa, Mediama and summer test 1996 and a pepper our MTNFA Cup run of 16. Obia Nobia, Yebenya Tachiman, Liberty Youth and RTU. So Monsubabo, Nations FC, Sodo Oblast. Na yenya brekum Chelsea any Tamale City so monso adebeshim na kotoko aduana no monso adiashim enunti okaka wania big features no eye kotoko aduana na media masama test ni nyina no enya banwea yede ho nsam nyina no ede ebema ho enura yewe yepa na MTNFA Cup Watson Ata wode ebo amadem editu dwa se aseche ono no so hu se o ka che wiase nyina se omo enough time a omo de be preparation no na packages ni de eda ho ede ema matches no.
The matches will come on the weekend of 6th February to 9th February. We have enough time to package these matches, promote it well, and trust me, these games are coming very close to you. Prepare and let's make it a family affair. We know MTN Cup matches serves the best entertainment when it comes to football in Ghana, and we intend to spoil you, we will thrill you, we will delight you.
Yentie Nevice, Frank Nelson Ngokoro, and was say on the wash anymore, and so bones games no, and of course, clubs and our top no, Ubia, Ebomatin, Ebram, our drone.
We are seeing a situation nobody can predict, and that's why the game will say Ubia New Ubia. But for me, I'm looking for Dreams FC can do it in entire lives. I know why I said that. And then I want to take this opportunity to say Atram is another team, no matter who you play with, even though they are playing 11 Wonders. 11 Wonders is premier, but Atram they have shown consistency and we know what they can do. So I'd like to look at that match. So let's see what comes up. But it's a very good draw.
Yanko Yanim na Menka was a Menu Ekasadia, the Dikaka was a Swadro or Blast. Omu ye juma den papa say ombe to me and make appointment na wo hwan hye pro a na che say omani abre after say bonini ja omu ho sa no na omu ye hye bia say ombenyo bia obetumi abo ahire amanyama etumi akonkan no na me no ekase ede enura omu bo modem etumi eye hye kama ema kasi mingle say dear what to me I take it over na yankan to da say kasi mingle ni if you say be 2-3 years be and I could take over na mom almost till end of the season on first season no omunwie no mo say de boni ni soja no obetumi ato so megana kosu gofo na mo dum jane dia and we season no na teso madana se no no so ekọ nti kasi mingle I take over the free we no eye won coach omone no ebo omodem party racer na just nhye proso enyema enkoye Ahmed Fati na no na nra omode release the abase coach no bia nkofo atemmaso a den si ya na ne modembo konkan a mugya ne kwan ene ono omode tudwa se na ye na ho den na pom den nsem no na omugina so a omone nyina kon benkromu a omote na se nipa pom den de wontumi nhye ne se performance ekoye nti onwuso antena so aduru ha na onkochi ya no ka ho na omone Ahmed Fati party racer okono na chese wone ni video analyst ono so Muhammad Ali ono so eka ho bia omunyina akoye se de Kasi Mingle and I take it over to the end of the season yentia
Matiju ahụ menye sa ajima be nya ontwen.
Zigonya no ba. Because you are here na ko kan wazem.
Ajima be okay sir. Okay, so Senegal will play FIFA World Cup 2026. They face no potential ban from the competition.
Yes.
There's no problem with Senegal. They will be there. UEFA Champions League face match 8. You about Champions League?
About Champions League. And then Wednesday 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Born in album near league face no.
First Champions League.
Night for the champions.
Not a minimum way.
Oh, we need more.
No. Oh, minimum said draw. Ebi Oma Monrano. Oma Monrano.
Mo didn't have a shen.
18 matches.
Now Ochna.
So we didn't pass us now, Bubio.
Ochna,
so,
Bobby.
Was us in a jaibo.
Ochna, the Europa League Friday not drawn to.
Since I drawn the and fast now.
O say.
And
David. Playoff for no.
Then is here. And go for I started she don't be can draw no. Okay, so I'm not in gown.
And come.
Every results.
And I say we are not going to lose.
Okay. Champions League go. Oh, fine. So this club always wants to win the league before the season, but we are also aware of the fact that we only did it twice in 30 years. And Slot speaks on Liverpool's inconsistencies and their goals for the season. Yes, and coach when he baby Habontino. Who shall say Kasa. So he started talking.
Yes, what I say.
What I say, they always want to win the league before the season, but we are also aware of the fact that we only did it twice in 30 years.
Yes.
Are you number? Somebody market in my farm market, the Liverpool for no. And for Ateta in the next 4 months, we are going to live and play with the conviction that we are going to win it. I'm hoping our supporters jump on that boat. Okay.
Yes.
Supporters, they are there.
You have to be there. You have to join the tree.
Yeah, they are there. Thibaut Courtois, sometimes people are unfair to Vinicius. Even many of you have mocked him. Hans Flick, we have a big chance to reach the top 8. And we will do everything to achieve it. Okay, anyway, Champions League,
Champions League, yes.
Yeah, okay. So, Antonio Conte urged fans to support injury-depleted Napoli as they host Chelsea in the UCL.
Yes.
It's a game you can trust Chelsea to win.
So I'm not describing the team now. Say injury-depleted Napoli.
I say the Chelsea bet show.
I mean, when you say episode 3 Champions League,
okay.
No,
Paul say if Arsenal win the league, this will be the worst team to win the league. Do you remember the start of the season? They could only win a game by set pieces. As say,
league away. Arsenal League now. We be the worst team at the Premier League. Na okay, yes, season Arsenal. Na Arsenal. Omo win game through set pieces in Kwan. Of course, Mpochi say Arsenal League we are striker be na okobo in this on the J League. Striker the she goes to say. Ni na post course o can want some a proper legend na kasa no.
Legend way.
Oh, post course just obi anim no.
Legend way.
Post course with Manchester United.
Legend way.
Oh, Manchester United.
Legend one club. One legend.
But he's a footballer.
Be anyway, him no football more apart from playing for Manchester United.
Oh,
you him no national team BM. You him baby. He didn't do anything.
It means Jim Finn was one good player.
Oh, yeah, good player for man. There are a lot of good players. There are a lot of players like him. Only exceptional player. There are a lot of players. Play a lot of players like him. Onye Ronaldo, onye Messi, onye Thierry Henry, onye one, just one of the players on Mimbo. But who is he? That's all can nimba in your time, man. It doesn't. Baby, or they cause you be G-League. One a G-League is a striker. One a go G-League. What G-League is one of your striker. Now I say go by set piece. Omo na fegi time no more. Omo tombo ball have points in fegi time. Na go be abaway. And no say you also the kind of.
They do mention.
Yeah, remember me in your time, man. I'm not saying I'm penasem, huh?
At least they can mention Rooney.
They can mention Rooney. Say Rooney, why there?
Oh,
so I there.
this time no more striker.
Baba Jaja now, but say, oh, mommy. I hear you. Okay, so Robin Van Persie say, if the West team wins the league, that's all the other teams were just winning born including his team. Okay, so.
Some of them money.
Team I was saying Madrid home and away 5. Who can't them?
Madrid I chose. Now me I bought it to OVA.
Football justice is Messi winning the World Cup, and if he hadn't won it, would have been a missing link in the Messi era. Okay, Messi money can't as a post. Okay, you have a fee.
School assembly and
Oh, send here there will be the way adjoining. Maybe they have nothing adjoining. So, the adjoining exactly. GFA Executive Council member Drew Safo has disclosed that he was once approached by a bet Momunyasum.
Hey, Anna.
On say, Drew Safo, okay. Eddie, Baba Young next one.
Uncle Fassi,
me a pan, no. Nancy crimes so when you sir. Send him a ye beer or say, ye Connie Oduo is bereaved. Mammy, me send a dinner. I'm sending my new, and I'm Mrs. Janet Yawa Oduo. 1939 to 2025. Saturday 21st February. Oduo ni mami efrim. Nti no yemfe no ne yempanya. Na executive council member obi a produce bribe ase. Make can be kire na me dey make a chense. Abra moni abra mo pekwan mo befa so a mo betu ye fe ne sen bet ne ade ase.
Mitie obi a mitie no ba bia na o ka say those people in some no mo kan no. Omuni post bia with the clubs. In some room,
yo, that's it. Mediama FC head coach Ibrahim Tanko says the Ghana Premier League is far more demanding than many people think. According to him, teams across the league are prepared thoroughly, making the competition tougher than it appears from the outside. I didn't so much bet. Ibrahim Tanko.
I didn't really want to win the league.
I didn't try. Kotoko pardon the players who breached the camp rules. Nyana abro enya problem.
But story ni say Asante Kotoko said initially about say players na omoda baby omo sisia no next season ko a meeting and adwene buy say and sadia yenyi players ni mfamfu nanka obi anko company dan na mpod ne ebimu aye wo honti nka bosomi kere say ometi omo kakra any suggestions are among for year and it is believed bosomi no so ye no omanyi bibia sample
ometi wan
nka players no ombeto maketua na kakra
players on here then
bia moda no mo water bill no see the club no ebe motua any side ba omanye suggestion on ye
GFA has raised concerns over the recent international I said Omar ranking a league, you know. Said also 100. Any IFF 1 for no. Kotoko for no. Omo Kotoko club of the century. IFFHS. Almost Ghana league, you know, also 100. And I did Ghana for so much.
Africa.
No, Africa grew.
Na Africa got 100 is here, baby.
The Africa grew 100. A world.
World it was
100. The league, you know. The league had initially been ranked 94 before a further drop in the latest update. And you know, I was like a bear. I
was like a Kobe 1,000.
Oh, Debbie.
What's he saying?
Oh, Debbie. You can't 100. I'm not 100. I say, Baba.
1001.
Okay, so you can say where leagues are can see where we are say. Ordinarily be a baby 50.
Dabi.
Now global league na mo kan
England almost third division class
there be no yes I can you find England they fan 1
Premier League.
You find England they be fan 1. So what I say.
Na boss Africa I say be bro.
In Africa growing 50 something.
You bet man to 20.
No.
Africa great man to 20 something.
Europe in Accra, I think the Europe for years. Europe for no a year no about Africa, no about here now could be a South there are 44 countries in Europe. Maybe say 45 if you add Kosovo. Over Africa, on say Africa, on say the man say Europe for you create to no haba Africa of 54 countries. After 5 for you to na wako 100 in the hard. That's so the man Europe will be a Europe. Oh, yes, Europe will be to Africa. Yes, we to be. No, I call South America. No, I call 100.
Yeah.
Na 100 them just say omu hu say obi am fe play bi mu nkobo wi o Enuntina Henry say omuntre kwa omufaso ye. Ghana Premier as Wedro Blast have announced the appointment of Kasim Mingle as a Bronina Kamano Koro Moma Pamu. Okay. Jibaba 950-51. Young corner, you be the kind at the second for the betcha.
I can't in there.
There are few issues, but to be trashed out.
Birthday, no. In the birthday, no.
Now be birthday, that's how we birthday 1 year.
Say Mama can't Mama announcement.
Okay.
And
the Amen College that's in Nipa Frere, papa. No more Frere, no. Nipa 13 on Frere report a man and say Mus 7. And I no pay my call register or more coach school. January near admission 10 channel baby meant to take. Be a next week econo. Na ye baby chanko monoso. But modern say very here. Amen College of Health Sciences at Chikwa or Tanoso. Number 02082099699. 02082099699. Now ye admissions for 2026. Yes school no. Yenya accreditation from Nurses and Midwifery Council of Ghana and Ghana Tertiary Education Commission. Yeni UDS for University of Development Studies na kan boom. Yes here or FAO diploma in registered general nurse and infirmian and a certificate in complementary health care assistance and you 2 years where we na ko bebe no ye de ma wo mo a wo so bo bibi na atwoko na unko school maths be English be science be sanema no ya be he na echi ya tutu bibia bia ma ya ma have scholarship obo model ne ma hostel facilities ya woni ma so de chiro nursing no chiro nyanya nurse for no mo pani an go for to ahono no ya chiro wade yie ha nurse bi o pani bi obi to hono an go school ni yie so ati ase chiro proper nurse na usu Arabic na usu French ni nyina Amen College of Health Sciences abayaji atum 2 year school na adwuma de enya de aye den wo ye ho 0208 209699 0208 na no me so be can grow fine wansam ya mo ntia grow fine so ebo amanfo pa wo madwuma ani edu ne omo ka ho nyina baba evangelist so ne enko Bosco so dey on the just say jam
on the 8 min guys obobo on the why bibiri he played
and I say Bosco you hear say obo Manchester United a club back on the oje because me hu so abo national team bia momaji bibia bi da
okay Martin
me hu so aye bibia foforo apart from play for Manchester United e hon kwana na ofiti me hu so obo club foforo bia ye bibi into ono ni view ni nyina about football in Spain. The
go Monga Victor Jokeres obesho bia I remember Mr. Otuo famous quote
now nim ska goes out. Victor Jokeres has scored in the Champions League, he has scored in the FA Cup, he has scored but he scored in the league. Emponko yimpono wasama ni team dafuso at team by 4 points.
Martin and pay your most special good morning game. Na yamo kwaba and pay emerson so you focus oh boss and pay on cross what me say and pay ye koko fum cross on somewhere edi adenchechema ebum fumpa enko fum cross rom ya de honsam nyina ato anim and pay and some no dos from the disafata se ohwe na otie ena ye de esumo and pay kitikiti mampole bi na oma akan so yanom akabuno pa ya tu ebuase ache ensem no mi ye mra ya confirm mu nyina ama wo anopay ye live e socials no so Oyerepa Radio Oyerepa TV Ghana Oyerepa Radio Oyerepa TV Ghana o commenter say na meba na the boss player to no boase akinkan nyina ama said ye say ene said ye efota and anopay na meeting come e wo the Taranga Lions of Senegal amasue Demete HM se baby se ye yomom edi FI 2026 FIFA World Cup num de NC confirmed se asotwe bi kra be ko edi etia Senegal mra omo airport AFCON final na omo ko dressing room for some minutes and some po and Sadio Mane ko free team na ba no wɔn ntwe wɔn sɛ bi a monko World Cup ɛnom ɛyɛ reporter ɛka yɛnsa ɛna no pay UEFA Champions League the league phase groups no ɛnɛ ɛna match day 8 no ɛtɔ fam na yɛwie 2025-2026 group no na detenie Oko Moises Casedo na suya ɔsi Romeo Lavia a world class player na o enjoy so na eba o enjoy playing with the boy na mum a pra na edi Romeo Lavia nya ofisi se oye fully fit obetimi aboa ama Chelsea etimi akɔ ade akɔnanim yanko ana slot na suya ɔsi before the season na Liverpool ni so de no ne sa Amabaje the English Premier League. Now they shouldn't forget say in 30 years for Liverpool at the Premier League now 2 Chelsea supporters he say Amanoka say our hospital after Semra suffer non-life threatening injuries and echo nights no nepos na wegina ekoko see ya sa supporters mieni our hospital at the mete HM say amo receive treatment at the film Dr. Fonhom Mikel Arteta or say in the next 4 months Arsenal will fight very hard to win the English Premier League and the competition bia Joreka and say I was a supporters team team no and I say Martin Odegaard a man for James or the West captain on Yaden Juma Day as a leader on Yan our patron so na man for Semia Amoke Mikel Arteta amano bamise bia obeje captain afini someone and I see there be adwin bia kramasa say obeje captain ati afi Martin Odegaard and some na okasaye edfa ni players no home out of Karat Amalti gamer and 8 p.m. Etodwa Arsenal against Karat Amalti after say Manchester United Emirates Wonum womu butu fem shomo kamiensa ema amutim and them against Karat Amalti.
It's not something different. We had many others. Weeks ago in Milan we had a big one as well. So no, it is what is required. It's at the end something you have to check. How do you feel? And how do I feel? And I need to express that. And that's very good. And especially is how, if not, you just get in the daily routines and it's not efficient. Is what do I want? How do I want to live the next 4 months in the beautiful context that we have ahead of us? And it's a very important question. Anyone, I can talk to Josh, I can talk to Rich, I can talk to Andrea, the staff, to players, which is the best information that you can have. Because
FM 100.7.
Family. So I'm very lucky because I can open and ask the right questions and understand how I feel. Because when I ask them how they feel, and I think if I have to, probably it was like this. Vamos, let's go. And that's the mindset, and this is what this moment requires, is that energy, that conviction, because of what we are doing. That's it. And place it in a natural way. Because if we want to achieve that, there are going to be bumps in the road. If not, we are kidding ourselves. That's it.
Enti ano aya Mikel Arteta nsema odi atuja now Bayern Munich onim say ombebo atia Philip Sports Vendroven Eindhoven na sa game no training na enra Bayern Munich na intensity also Vincent Company and then Emranton Nema woman at the screen so and I'm not pay on Oyerepa TV obetime enjoy be Ikai Gundogan or a player Emma Manchester City or say still or believe some Manchester City obetime abiti Arsenal for the English Premier League 2025-2026 na Ukrainian they will be able to close the gap at their city here says a consistency ahead of gamer omo ebo and them and in the same way etimi atudwam owie sansem or chechemum on Leroy Sunny returning to Etihad a huge contribution and omuna etimi aye eti ama club no Pep Guardiola boss ema Manchester City nechem sa Ikai Gundogan and Leroy Sunny ama contribute a lot to City.
huge contribution. My grateful is eternal for both of them. Happy to see them back tomorrow. Yeah, it was a little bit longer than Leroy, but Leroy was really important. He gave us to give something unique. He was a special player. The connection when Kevin was there, and midfield players with Leroy was exceptional, and Gundogan, and actually to tell him. I've been a captain for the travel season, massive character. Another player quite similar like Bernardo, top player in the top games, big player in the big games. So, well, the most difficult is the quality they have. For Osimhen is a top class players in the link with him, his speed, his top scorer. But not just him, Leroy, the both wingers are so fast, so quick. So, and after with Torreira, Gundo, with Lemina, so they have experienced players, all of them. So, if you see individual, I think Galatasaray, one of the biggest clubs in Turkey, so always they hire good players.
Ahead of Galatasaray Sport Kulubu with a city in some way, and a Pep Ede Atuja Vincent Company, and a Ekasafa Phyllis Sports Vendroven End of Intimno, or say a Tima, I'm about good football, Bakaya against Napoli, almost 6-2, and I say Obakaya Amutin Kurim on Liverpool 4-1. Say team, Etimia say, Etia big teams are more ding our Champions League manum a catch say a game to play and then no on Vincent Company Bayern Munich will fight for the 3 points. Vincent Company and Okakwe rotation nana against PSV and Topinosi no unrest will be ready to play and then some Uranum Ete Atuga Leroy Sunny and no say John Babonteno na o pisa that tibia on the city time Asia and bem and na on trying to say so upset against City and Leroy Sunny in Saba or the Atujam and ano Peter Boss on Phyllis Sports Vendroven and Dovin coach or say and against Bayern Munich. On your consider say I'm live extra munsem or say I'm fighting our way. How much team 18 could him and then some Peter Boss Atujam and I'm pay na big game no remember so Jose Mourinho on Alvaro Arbeloa Adim Komana since Okoko J Madrid Jumanum and I'll say I didn't talk to him. My number is very complicated. Only my family have it. My number there. Opa Edinio, me Jose Mourinho. Oma me contact no. Aye mabusu fongwa. Me me manum and I want me contact and aye Jose Renseba. Ori Eltujam and ano pay and a slot aye boss. Emma Liverpool again. I say the public opinion there. Last season no beer. Enim statistics in Liverpool and echo the English Premier League with players one toye and a motimba boy the previous season before a fee now our come will be at in 30 years. Liverpool the English Premier League in enti ayabochem and I was a team nom etim enya okasaye for Liverpool inconsistencies and I feel goals for the season.
No, it is different things each time. It was the first time that we conceded a goal when we were down to 10 men because of an injury. So that's something we didn't have yet. So I think we can tick all the boxes from what you can even imagine or things you cannot even imagine that can happen to you that have happened. But still we're in a very good place in the Champions League. Still we're in the FA Cup. And of course we're not in a title race anymore. But there's still more than enough chance for us to finish for Champions League qualification. And that wasn't the aim before we started the season because this club always wants to win the league before the season, but we also aware of the fact that we only did it twice in 30 years. But for this club, that should always be the aim.
Now, Maminko Real Madrid gamer Ambebo Etia Benfica away Portugal Lisbon mu na Dietene Enra Madrid the boys no na koko do Lisbon hotel ho he better sa video no na check in various hotel rooms mingina yere to a party no so fe why enjoy be Thibaut Courtois o si eduru ba bia yana dia de Vinicius Junior no unfair Mukramun Central for a motitiwe do bia dia Vinicius Junior no unfair. Why a lot in football? Why a lot? I'm a Madrid and a Thibaut Courtois Niseba or the Alvaro Carreras or the Atujam or say Alvaro Arbeloa a buy on Ukraine omo bia hu say me ideas ni or the clear idea and aba team nom and eboa ema Madrid koranim Alvaro Arbeloa e dey atudwa say oye very calm ahead of Benfica game no plus in him the also omo eye and ono de obo ni plus number so nim say and them omo team kunim at the Madrid Alvaro Arbeloa say they were catch plus no last night official ombeti stadium no eye beautiful because omo win La Decima that anom aye trophy amoje ye e was stadium and that ye game nti game way I won ahia no pa and yesma oruanom at the tuja and no play Jose Mourinho on experience and I say namin kasam famfa Alvaro Arbeloa home amubusame on Luciano Spalletti and na make kasam at the afano Benfica na Madrid no Alvaro Arbeloa and the press conference and some okayano ebini.
Well, as you rightly say, for us it's a hugely important match. We want to be in that top 8 and we need to get all 3 points tomorrow against a great team. Even if they were to come with their youth league squad, they would still have the best possible leader. I've already warned the players about how difficult tomorrow's match will be. We're coming here with great humility, knowing that if we want to win, we'll have to give our absolute best, stay fully focused and play at the limit for the full 90 minutes. I don't expect anything less from Benfica, especially
call FC Barcelona Hans Flick manager Emma Barcelona and Mr. Pedri midfield ebema team nom will how be in the game and I know say one of the most intelligent players we are see team be anywhere see so Pedri na Messina and affecting them another players team a different team the flag of FC Barcelona I was say team about the top 8 qualification I was say among some team account na Hans Flick or say Lamine Yamal are you ready and officer team Nina are you ready say on qualify I feel the top 8 no.
Of course I love it really so it's about that we have a big chance to reach the first 8 in this last match and we will do everything to reach it and I like this new format. I think the relationship is good. It's very good. The same like with the other players. And when we didn't score the first goal, maybe the third goal will not happen. So it's always like that. So
I know Hans Flick now proscos and you two just Arsenal team nom etime awene the 2025-2026 English Premier League obeka amobia to say way about the West team our winning league you know remember the season okay now starting season now I set pieces and now I'm edit goals after they still don't have a center forward, a different way of doing it. I know I postcodes and then some or the two jam and then I play na Kopama as the vow. Omina I ready. Romeo love your good news for Chelsea Nisa and also training ram Emma Chelsea Philip Kostic on Mekan once much on Chelsea squad. I'm to Ramon. About to 11 players and the F-Mobile Etia Napoli and them goalkeepers. I have Philip Johnson, Robert Sanchez, Afe Max Emerick, Amom Egna Ekobi, Afe Josh Acheampong, Benoit Badiaso, Trevor Taloba, Mark Kulea, Wesley Fofana, Malo Gusto, Harald Jacto, Rhys James midfielders, Moises Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, Andrew Santos, and a strikers and as a forwards, Liam Delap, Alejandro Garnacho, Tarek George, Jamie Gittens, McGill, Pedro Neto, João Pedro, Kopama, and Afe Estevao Willian. Women players are about 11 players at the Efimo and Anumre, Liam Rosina on Antonio Conte, and also a lot of respect. Emanum na Hobekaya as a player and as a coach now. Why exceptional Juma why Napoli or just Scudetto with Napoli experience about counting in the game. Chelsea ready. So I'm betting Kudim sister Kopama ay untouchable Kopama de Yantono Cecilie Liam Rosina and Moises Caicedo out of Napoli.
huge respect for him. Firstly, as a player, he's a magnificent footballer who then went on to have an incredible and still has an incredible career as a coach. I think his passion as a player transmits to the passion in his teams, and obviously when I was younger watching Chelsea play in the manner that they did, defensively so strong, Hazard was.
Antonio Conte said, Napoli fans, no, say I'm supporting the depleted Napoli team. Emra, I'm a host Chelsea.
Every coach wants to sign young players, but if a young players pays 60, 70, 80, 120 millions like Caicedo or 130 million like Fernandez, it's not for all the club, especially in Italy. They are doing very well. I think that they are building something important for the future, and I'm happy for a Chelsea fan.
And now, Oko Champions League, Luis Enrique said, I'm ready for the Champions League, and then I was Amudim Oko Bruno Fernandes transfer news kakra. Na me fancy you say demanded 400,000 pounds per week, and some NYC contract and the United in some few hours. Milan, AC Milan, everything come on with Manchester City over Nathan Ake, Alexander Zinchenko, Abusiam in the long deal with Nottingham Forest. No, the next 24 hours, Umbekam Nafe, Ukrainian Nomsen and Modern War of them Inter as Practice Frankis ye. Nyanko Pabwa, Jordan no, now I'm a team come out now a player at the amateur no Saudi League and also teams na Epe Usman Dembele and pay Majaso Edin Kofun close to some no Esiano pay.
Right, yeah, to us show so Eddie Amamu ye kan ho kakra bi eba na ye kwaje aboafo ho ensem no kakra bi ye ba so no ebe to aso Eddie Amamu abadwafo nyina aye krado e wa ha Pepsodent Charcoal Pepsodent Herbal toothpaste aya na de bia meka se wa bra ye didi a de bia no enuane ekoye num no ya na enuane ni bi ekohyehyɛ yasim eba ne sa edu time bi na ya hwɛ ne anyi ni yi a ema emowa bi etumi ede enuane no ho nkakra na kwahyɛ yasim no ede rewura yasim no ma hwɛ ese omo ebe say yesi no ede ama entina mpempi krofo bebre ho no ma oni omu din komo unse nke from anumu ba no enye papa no omu din komo unse omu se no enye fita bi ho unse omu se no eni ahode Pepsodent Charcoal ne Pepsodent Herbal toothpaste eno ena eboa ama se no aye kama ebe ye fita afi enke fo anumba no ebe kama entokro bi adeda osema mu ano enya kwan rewrem ekodi bone wo ho no ni nyina ebetuatua natural charcoal lemon mint zinc ena fluoride ena ye dia ye Pepsodent Charcoal afi Pepsodent Herbal toothpaste no a green tea and herbal extract ena ye dia ye ento si ye fita no na ma all round cooling sensation ewia na afi so aboa ama gans no enya anwoden Pepsodent Charcoal no Pepsodent Herbal toothpaste eno na Ghana Dental Association ajatum se eye Pepsodent every smile matters Bosomtwu Bank PLC womu fresh emre na ye meje eye loan ahodo ni nyina bi ewo omase Susu loan, micro group loan, salary loan, agricultural loan, business and commercial loan. Oba omo asweya omo MLB. Oba no baby savings account, current account, fixed deposit, student savings, special account, joint account, and a fake kiddie account. Bosomtwu Rural Bank PLC. Womo asweye head office no ewo kontenase atonso agogo jaache kokofu trade ahinema kokobin edwena se ebua kwa atonso bokro eputoja magazine afiakobi ena abinchi market ho nyina Bosomtwu Rural Bank PLC omo from nani omo ndinkomo number ne 0508 642705 0508 642705 Bosomtwu Rural Bank PLC expert in unit banking. Amen Scientific Hospital and the best alternative medical hospital in Africa. Yeah, no buy a what? Maybe I told you pa stroke ya de ye ho adwuma yi awo ho nsem ye ho adwuma and afa so ya de bia tan so ache na so akwa enkwa ya friend chronic disease or infection oba Amen Scientific Hospital oba ya so ye pepepe ye behwe esesa ya de ni nyina ibeyi e de fru so ni nyina ne say o machines mfidie akuku da ma be fodie a ye de ugina fidie ne so e fru ni padua na ya de bia ha obia no na fidie no ayi apie ye wo enoma akoma akwa aduonu nan a FDA
agya atum se betumi e de asaya de no ni bi kan abenya yaresa fra wani chem e Aiming Scientific Hospital location Kumase ye wo Atwema Tachiman kwada so fo ase e kwan so enchi boga wa bibia ni akra takra de tamale atebubu nkoko sunyane ho sehwide bi so e na afi ho nyina ye bie branches so ho a ye gya yarefo na ya hwe omo amomonya ahoden fra Aiming Scientific Hospital e wo 0277 001234 0277 001234 Kangen Energic drinking water alkaline water ni pH no so papa onum Kangena Shannon so say the safest refreshing mineral water ubenya adwaman so me ba cho Kangen minerals bit say calcium magnesium potassium any iron eboa emani peduanom enyini from opese odeya nom Kangen me ba cho opese akoma no pompi mojawura ni peduani makwa ne ba bia se mojawura nom Kangen nsuo ni bi o skin no esa akwada foforo de Kangen nsuo wakuma liver any kidney obebo ho ban Kangen nsuo Shannon so ese alkaline water no ewura onipaduani mu a yade bia entumi entenem Kangen Energic drinking water bi Brema UGC Tafuni Road Abawaru Junction Lizzie Hotel Santas Run about Pakiki stadium na face Suman Kwani Junction Ashtown so ya to apete ho akwa obinya dodo na wato fra Kangen mpanyi for 0241 449191 0241 449191 and 0507 379474 Apomode Herbal Clinic Doctors Sam or say Oba Kumasi Sofola Soja for Kwine so on the Assemblies of God asoy no and a denim here and the yade ni na fibromas say glaucoma, cataract, eye syphilis, long and short sightedness or blurry eyes o de kwa ombeye ho adwuma etiama ni peduano me pacho de bia meka say ni no and kane ntwen e makane ani ndumo basa obebre papa nante be yoden untumi nya bibia de bia dem e na abehye Apomode Herbal Clinic asoye na omonye wani no ho adwuma emfa ema gonorrhea, candidiasis, waist pain, goiter ena ulcer ne hernia o de kwa eno so ombetu ase the amount frame neje enchimu aka 0551 098961 0551 098961 na oni Apomode Herbal Clinic edi inkomo Grow Fine Herbal Tonic mojadro unum Grow Fine abedi di ye unum Grow Fine abeda ye unum Grow Fine soriano pa bete ese ni pediano ewo ahode me ba cho oba ubu nsa menstrual disorder insisi so absence of menstruation wo de any makra and excessive bleeding ni painful menstruation moja ni tu bebre na sa wote ya opa de a num Grow Fine Herbal Tonic ebesiesi eyewa fichi komunsem nyina edi amount vitamins many pediano enyini from no ebi Grow Fine Herbal Tonic ni mu enti wonum no na onim se onipaduano ebenyin kama misi eba kolna keba smart eba Fredmans Apidan Pure Leaf chemical shop na eba shop biano ebi ehonum opedodo atua furniture Kumasi Amakum Digital Herbal Clinic me wa chomo ben Bank of Africa no Amakum Runabout from 0244 596532 0244 596532 Grow Fine makes you grow fine bosome ne ba na wiye be ma utemi oba utemi ebia 21 days na de bia meka no untimi ntwa mu ha kra no ebasa ede ntokwa pi ene ba fi na meka awarefo no beka che se ono ho kani to na bibiketo abi na ne boafo a na wa hu se untimi chese untimi nsepeni ye ompem on ade na wo se ye continuous ene ochena de che sa ne to so uja ba kutum kra na oyere obega no befu pa na ede kesem bites na anomo a de bia ede wo hye mood nim ye ka se I'm in the mood na chese okondo se obeye juma edek SM bites waist pain beko low sperm beko premature ejaculation beko na fe so wa wo low libido apeja libido ni mama ne kosro pa eno ene friend say wa tinka be kosro edek SM bites ebi o herbal shop chemical shop na fe so edu herbal clinic or de buy and o friend no na waje dodo an number o friend 0243 989 368 0243 989 368 ubetum so afre no 0201 044 221 0201 044 221 ABA Herbal Clinic Brakwaku ewa hantin sempa no yebeko na yakotie ewa Brakwaku asoye eni yade menstrual disorder, hypertension, prostate, liver, kidney related disease. ABA Herbal Clinic womo ɛna ɛyɛ ɛho adwuma ɛde ama yɛbra kwaku ABA Herbal Clinic yɛnkɔ na inti nsɛmpa ɛna no pɛi mo ɛde ma yɛ
ABA Herbal Clinic bidin chiakɛseɛ efiri yɛ na soɛyɛ ɛna ɛbro ABA Herbal Clinic yaba ɛde amount ABA Herbal Clinic unyati yɛ nkapɛne wɔn sɛ ne yade ho asɛm ɛna yɛba bɛka dia eni yade atena wo so akyɛ dia dane kwanko wako a enko no ɛno na ndame ba bɛkyerɛ wo sɛ yɛde bibiduro betu wani yade na sɛma ne free worker wani yade ne bɛkɔ enya ade a ɛsan ɛbɛba biem enti tutumrika na bra bɛpie mu ɛwɔ ABA Herbal Clinic na yɛntu aseɛ enso ɛmfa ma wo kwada so adwina sɛ market na chi pɛ ne ebutuo kwada so adwina se market na chi pɛ ɛna ebutuo dɔma hinko yɛ bɛn apie ko bi coaster no Tuesday market ono ma obehu yɛ wo ho kwada ne awade bia ya hafo goso Genesis FM promises so afia da bia yɛ babie ni adehye FM promises so GA numbers na frame aye 0541 56 51 99 0541 56 51 99 and that's 0531 780 651 0531 780 651 and on the ABA Herbal Clinic atwetwe enkomom Mr. Odi ne glaucoma ya de sise glaucoma na wose mi miamu ye papa na mi kyerɛkyerɛ mu ye because last year nipa dodo eba be pie mu wo ABA Herbal Clinic command glaucoma ya de ba ye no na me dwen se o eno ano no esan se yaka ma kyerɛ wona mo be nyina hoto na mo hwehwɛ no omo nsa aka na mmom no afi wei san sha ase na mehu se amanfo a omo tifi a omo wo glaucoma na nya asem ketoa na de enwanwa na esan ye ya na ya reho ewo mu ne se bebere nanso nim se omo wo glaucoma ebia kwa yaresa bia ma yaka akire omo se omo wo glaucoma nanso eja odi atena wa sanse enini hu ade enini ye adwuma se de etie onya experience bibi e kire se na ni tochiment no na watena se mamencho glaucoma ya de mu eno na twefo friend se hinte fraye na de nti a ye friend se ehinta wansa na epie ne se edi kan ye treni mu adwuma enti se eye treni mu adwuma intini na ebo ama adwen ni enini di nkita hono pressure nya begina so pena akofa glaucoma yade de abrɛw na saa glaucoma yade we ya meka ho asɛm yi afi obedidi trenim obeye trenim mu adwuma infie num infie du num meka 5 to 10 years 10 to 15 years obi betimi ade glaucoma anante enti de bia meka ma asɛm sɛ so wo at the age of 20 na sɛ unya glaucoma wanhwe ya wo hu da obetimi ade 30 years 40 years ansa na wo hu sɛ wo glaucoma yade tutumeka na bera bepie mo ABA Herbal Clinic na yentu ase enfama hyane so se asane se ayetre ni mu adwumenti no se epie we ni ne so na kire se edum ene ne kora asane se ayetre ni mu adwuma ahoden bia wo se yade ni nya bia enya awie onya pie we ni ne so na edum no enti obi sore da korope de unya ne se na ni adwuma de yakɔhye honhom okoye yakaje se glaucoma na edum ene ne so still a onjindi asane se onti ase se na ni ye adwuma na da korope edum no debi nieme bia be me won se wo glaucoma yade ne se enyin wo tre ni mu wi a afei e wo se oka tre na o de bibia refo no cooler migraine bebro migraine se me kan migraine abon se uti fa asha ase se edwawo enti wo no ma te se uti ya ya ekwa na ba obetimi are painkillers a wo do nyina na mum na enjoy yesan se ye ni ntini na enwa to chimam afei obedience timi nyina to the extent say timi de dede begina na som o no ma na som ye ne chi na som ye ne hu wadwen wa onti ase o de niema den na wo so de ya so no de aye na mum no enko glaucoma ya de ni su ne ban no ABA Herbal Clinic ye ma de ade kwakọ fra aduane adi ukoko rice water Tom Brown onkwan oat na wo di no o de fra ekomoje ni mu akoye mu adwuma ebe fa ntini mu akotre ni mu na afi akotre ni mu akopepa tre ni mu pepa ni na chie pie we ni ne so ahoto no onsa eka ni nyina chichimika na bra be pie mu ewo ABA Herbal Clinic sanso na se cataract yade na hawa ete na meka ho asemi ete eye yade bi ono de ni su ne ban tese glaucoma onya pie wo tre ni mu pe wo nse nche bia na pie we ni ne so afi o hwa de ye o tese bia ebo esi no o hwa de na be bia ye ofita na de ntenten bia ba begina ni ne so de ye hu ye subcapsular cataract na se inside cataract no ɛno deɛ nti ɛhu ne sɛ epie wɔ enine lens n'akyi eti wobɔ sɛ ɛno no sɛ ba wɔ enine lens n'akyi na sɛ ɔde kɔ ayaresa bia doctor betumi aka akyerɛw sɛ ɛtɛ wɔ enine mu na emum agye yɛ twɛn ma ninyi ansa na yeyi ɛde efiri wɔ no mo ɛno no yɛfrɛ no subcapsular cataract anase inside cataract no yɛ ma ɔde ekotire ni makɔna ne nyinaa de efiri wɔ no mo ade nsuo ne mfene na ɛbɛba umpe wei na apɛ de tutumrika na bra we pie mu ɛwɔ ABA Herbal Clinic gia numbers in the fre 0541 56 51 99 0541 56 51 99 and that's 0531 780 651 0531 780 651 and that's 050 281 2161 050 281 2161 and Robbie baby Herbal Clinic na also acquire sabia mayaka chere ne say ne high blood sugar or diabetes ne mom ne high blood sugar no produces some kind of fluid bia gwane ade ko nani ne so sign ne retina na doctor ka chere ne say say nani no enti e man diabetes ne say nani de bia me ka chere say obi bia fa na diabetic retinopathy e wo ho no mo na we yade bia diabetes ne kofa ba enti o diabetes no high blood sugar na aba mojenim no de ekosro no eno na say retina no retina ne adwene din nkoma eni ne ho kwan ma ne hwe images awodo ehwe ne ma wodo retina na say ya ebe wie kire na de how bro ubenya bibia fa na fluctuating of vision enti bon se wani ne tekọ na aba etekọ na aba obitimi sorry ne so ye clear ade bechi na afa ne so ye ne wisi e so hu se bibi koso wo mojenim we se we nya de betu diabetes na se ne ya de ne de obeye ne de nya de beko unya de betu ne ya de na se ye hypertensive retinopathy wo no man e hypertension ya de operation ne koso ko duru ba bia e kofa problem enso de bere wani no obi a wo high cholesterol ye den ne ya de bi beka stroke kra de bobo because ye ntini mu ya de enti ntini ni nyina ye connected te se de ya waya wo fie no na ya kekan kakabu sa odo abem sana ni pedua ne tie enti e ba ne sana so onya stroke ntini mu adwumenti no na afi ya de o ha obere kwada so adwena se market ne chi pe ne ebutu kwada so adwena se market ne chi pe ne ebutu domahinko ya ben ya pie ku bi cold store no Tuesday market hono ma ubehu ye wo ho kwada ne ya wade bia ya hafogo so Genesis FM promises so efie de bia ye babie ni ade hye FM promises so ubehu ye wo chichimika ne bra be pie mu ABA Herbal Clinic ye bia ye herbs ye bia ye pure herbs ye de ma nwia ne ye de ma wa ye de ma kwa kono wa ade anom sanso na powder ne ye de ma wa ade kwa kofa aduane na edie tibra be pie mu ewo ABA Herbal Clinic obi ya hye ni tirim sa ne die ne ehunhum ya de obi ya hye ni tirim sa ne die ne atode ama no wotefa kwa wote wa de so tutumika bra be pie mu ABA Herbal Clinic na yentu oyade na se mfimfiri wo manpower na ye adwuma ma de ade kwa kofa kubensuo na anom ade ahoto na opene bebro emane so infections ahodo ya ma odi ade kwakofra ewo na edie enti bra be pie mu ewo ABA Herbal Clinic the numbers na free 0541 56 5199 0541 56 5199 and that's 0531 780 651 0531 780 651 and that's 050 281 2161 050 281 2161 tutumikana bra be pie wo ABA Herbal Clinic oba ya na so ye yenka de 50 Ghana cedis so far so by so ba be boni pa o se edro na ode ma na ho charge na ode ma na no kwa no person ko hu se de edro na ho ode ntie nti de charge ne chemu miensa tue mu ba ko je edro ni because start use na hu se de edro ni be wo ni padwie mu amfo na kire ne nto aso o de America na san be ba ABA Herbal Clinic nti tutu anamo na bra be pie mo ye na so ye na yensa oyade no emfa emma ABA Herbal Clinic kwada so adwena se market na chipe na ye butu
brother ku oye Ghana ni
bachan
okay one no bro Ford so do sika 50 cedis I said I got 50 Ghana all right ABA Herbal Clinic brother ku akanina kanina bomode ne ko ani de mama enye late ne kania ankodum okoso a o say we in this eye and diabetes and the o say friends eye there
diabetic
retinopathy okay but that's it where we diabetic retinopathy hey bago ku wa ben mo all right so wait so do yan quite honestly I'm the Champions League until baba ekai me because
swago
o mean say next week
yeah
sir and then omo eternity
omo bo no ku ada ya
nti omo bo all the matches today
King Clinton na die
Sunday dey na obekọ akọ
it be difficult.
Chelsea Napoli
yeah it's a key game.
Chelsea will win that game.
Napoli
Chelsea will win.
Chelsea go away. Napoli need a win.
Antonio Conte no I got up champion.
No, he need a win. He need a win.
Oh no, perfume go boni league.
Well, me sure say the fans will be pleased with that. Also dynamics need interesting. Teams need be below so too. And they say Benfica need a win. To Madrid. Homo.
So bad.
Okay.
What's wrong, man?
Football gives upsets. So you never know.
Benfica and Madrid. And an upset.
Of course.
Champions League Madrid they play 8 on.
No, Sam to Bodo Glit Manchester City.
That's the way he decided.
Yes.
Madrid wants to be in the 8.
Of course.
They cannot be in the 8.
They will not be, depending on the result.
And Benfica.
Madrid with 15 points. So with 15 points, they need a win to stay in the top 8. Barcelona need a win. Man City need a win.
Barcelona so ne
Barca and Copenhagen. Yeah, our Spotify company. Barca here win. City
match ni nyina say 8
o'clock and then from 8 na corner there anya so say abrantie bia o na nije ball
how they are so ball bi mfa
and na say
na bia o
na me abrantie bi na mo say no mo ball 7
na dia no ye wi asimu
no na nije
dia no dey nani
nije ni she baby foforo
I say okay ebi so combine
no
ebi o ma baby
baby nbie hu o help dey e dey kakra gu achiri sai
esa fa ko inside and ma danchen no we combine anyway so
it's quite interesting
but PSG in Newcastle there's no decision there enye obi engineer
no obi engineer Newcastle were 13 points PSG were 13 points yeah
then that's also a match.
Yeah, that's a game, but
whoa. Hey, I don't even ruling it out, no dear. Match is not.
Because we started from
even 13 no dozen.
Yeah, Dortmund at 16th position. Only Inter the 15th. Inter need a win to move from 12 with 12 points. No, bet me about 15, hoping that will be best slipping. We'll make it the first 8. Dortmund so no 11. Or sure about 14. You never know what can happen. Though 14 is a long shot because 13th one a Dawson. And 13th one be a winning, but you never know. And also, one interesting thing is 9th near about 24th no. Now 10th about 23rd.
Some of them are something like an
maybe.
So buying whatever it is, they will be in the
your position in the from the 9th to the 24th no so no. A chance as to the Obesiano. 9 to 24
after you have qualified.
Yes, no 9 to 24 no. More many automatic qualification. Baby, I bet that's so chere the on nebebo.
Auntie, unya kra no so the
year. Now bet me nya the enu omre.
Okay.
On the last year, be the cost to City okobo PSG. Okobo Madrid rather. Ah, free mono. So most of the big teams want to make the top 8.
At the end of the say you.
Where the my
to go me here almost 13 now. Even 14. You got 14 cry. You also
15. Say 15 here.
15 Liverpool.
Madrid. So if Madrid should lose, Liverpool should lose. They stand a chance of yeah. Bayern will 18 to not
Madrid they will win and they
Bayern 18, Arsenal 18. Omama qualify.
Arsenal 21, but
Arsenal 21 on top. They are looking at how they can finish on top.
Sana mami abi won in Manchester Arsenal. Ebeti my Arsenal points. So I'm saying And 21, Arsenal, they say, so where they are, they will top the group.
Yeah, of course.
Apart from that, the difference is goals from there.
Yeah.
I have 5 goal difference of 5
goals. Yeah.
So Bayern no one boy.
Bayern about PSV.
No moon to show 5. PSV for no almost in Bopa Kakra.
Yeah, PSV.
Okay. But Hurricane Mujiga be a victim.
Yeah.
And a Madrid were 15.
Yeah,
Liverpool 15.
Liverpool go home to Karabakh. So
tell Liverpool Ashe. Karabakh Diana. Tottenham or 14. Tottenham no way. Tottenham, if we can get the fixtures born. Tottenham, then PSG, Newcastle. I think that's the biggest game for the night.
Yeah. No, so Barca for no follow Omno Copenhagen game no to see Omo.
Who's a native and Barca go home against Copenhagen.
They are looking at how they can get a win as soon as possible.
That shouldn't be difficult.
Send Ombenya more goals to the account. Atletico Bodo Glet. Atletico so 13 for no hobio. And a Bodo for no 9. Almost 6 because of BT Manchester City.
Okay.
So the two Sana and also the Spurs never Frank.
Match me miss it by the Benfica and Real Madrid. And yet we never will Madrid also and shall Munko.
No, Madrid and win here December 12.
And then make a bet for the first time.
Madrid
win. We go trap some Madrid by when it has
depend no win ya bebresa. And then
I don't want Mourinho film. The Mourinho.
And yes, simple sa to. I saw Kikambo bebre ntino.
We don't kwana meko. Madrid win
bebre ntino. And remember ho.
We dey minya msika na grampe.
Oh, bana.
Go Madrid go win.
None of us got to win.
David. That's when you crack. Me the thousand cause Madrid be Benfica.
But to Benfica krenya draw ma frustrating Madrid.
No better na draw. So I said that na. Better Benfica. Also there.
Could you china
Madrid say eko. Kanena no timi say e wo yemfa. Boke ba ku nyina na ba ku jira.
It will be interesting. I mean, Dortmund Inter say a match pa because of the position of these two teams. Liverpool the end there Mudaho City Gala. But when you say better than Kakama City. Gala for no more squad. Also more some players.
They almost stadium what they are.
Oh, they can upset City.
Almost 10 points.
Yeah, make me upset City.
City, you didn't go for your winners.
No one a young baby. One a young baby. Obi day.
Over last week, last week. Bodo Glit for ya. Obi show be ada got you.
There that 11.
And you know.
Tenka if on 32 for 11.
It'll be very, very interesting. I mean, I'll say for now, dear, the biggest team one, Wama Nipa Bibrin says from your Napoli. Napoli is not in the top year 24. And also over the weekend, Napoli lose to Juventus and sparked some sort of pressure on Antonio Conte. Even in the title race or the Italian Serie A, it looks like the two Milan teams, you know, AB Mubanka Kakra, and it's becoming difficult for Napoli to catch up. Therefore, this is a game against Chelsea. He needs to respond and at least get Napoli into the top 24. We don't find Napoli right top 24, and to do that, to Liam Rossini.
Just if I want to say, I should know that they don't have good records in Italy.
Of course,
I'm saying their history in Italy does not give them the vim nature some that anytime they go to Italy it's difficult.
Yeah, it's been quite difficult. So Atlanta and then some couple of teams be even Napoli for Nankasano. Because some go lose 3-1 be as a Champions League. Or back by the 4-1 at the qualifier. So that would be one match amount for Nibecon. You know, we have a lot of Chelsea fans around. And Chelsea is not almost top 8 in the movie, but 13 points, even a draw insecure more because on paper, so I have beat Barcelona and Copenhagen. Obetimi de Amabasa. Even if Sebastian could be Uremua as San Comono. Then look at Manchester City, Galatasaray, Atletico Madrid home to Bodo Glet. You to sad teams miensano. Omunyina 13, no, the likelihood so move off, you know, they stand a chance of winning also. So all these teams can be moving to 16 points at the end of the day. Now, PSG Newcastle changing the dynamics. Because between PSG and Newcastle, if he ends in a draw, PSG moves to 14, Newcastle 14. Internet so obi or 13 bi obeshe bi abe sign. Sam yenu no.
Newcastle for na.
But what in common say? Then even if PSG is winning, it means Newcastle will stay at 13. To at 13 for no abe sam, even 12 for no. E bi betimi abe sam, even 11. Dortmund nap Inter Milan game no. E betimi abe sam ho. So and yet to say bia the gap between 8 and ne ase off one wa. So Chelsea need a win to make the top 24, to make the top 18. So tonight will be interesting, but today is how I'm expecting it to end. Arsenal to qualify, Bayern Munich to qualify. I don't expect Liverpool to disappoint us for Anfield against Carabao. So I'm expecting Liverpool to be in there. May expect City, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid to make the top 24, to make the top 8.
Where you Madrid?
Sir, me more doubt there.
Say Real Madrid and Benfica.
Madrid best. Me picture draw be Eddie Amomo Portugal.
I said them to pen go for assembly. Me affect your analysis.
No. Me picture draw be.
You can the other way around.
Me expect it.
Na when you be na pen asema.
Me to me on say the upset.
Man ni mboche omo.
Of course, I'm ni mboche omo. But me expect upset kakra. Me expect just say enu kan so ma belo abono.
Okay.
So Madrid can place there the 7th position at the end of the day. So Barcelona be
draw.
Yeah, draw. No matter.
Draw some 14.
There be almost 15 to make 16.
16. Which can
the Barca ba become City ba become, Atletico ba become, and teams I may expect them out. Spurs, I don't trust them.
Out of the
top 8. Okay. Spurs, I don't trust them. Newcastle, I'm taking them out because who say PSG be show and Chelsea. Say we
ma omo mbeko fie nne no na. Very hard there na fie.
We go see your phone the answer clear.
Omo on there we are omo
PSV Embra form because me who say Bayer ebe show mo. So I'm expecting PSV so but then I'm expecting Napoli so be with them. I'm expecting Napoli to enter. So Napoli will 8, PSV will 8.
12 teams will drop out.
Yeah. Yes. Copenhagen will lose and
so Bodo Glimt will lose. Kiryat Ahmad
out.
Villarreal
out.
Frankfurt, Slavia Prague
out of the
Ajax, Union SG, Pafos, Benfica. Now Benfica for
Benfica be free. They will upset the game with probably a draw. No, Nyam 7 points.
Zach, or the upset will be free.
Yeah, interesting. I'm saying the 5 automatic slot. I'm saying they are at risk. Newcastle, so they are at risk of losing coming out from the top 8. I'm the 7th currently. But they are going away to PSG with a lot of players out injured. So more one of those teams are here affected with first team players injured no. And even with those players it's difficult to survive in Paris. It's a suspect kakra. Tottenham, a draw is not good for them at Frankfurt. A draw will take them out because the result of 14, a draw takes them 15. Other results will not favor them. So they have to win at Frankfurt, who are also performing only 4 points this year. And Tottenham so one of those teams now, or me at risk can be. Chelsea at risk from coming from the top 8 because a defeat at Naples means that they are also out of the top 4 because other results will not favor Chelsea in terms of how they want to be over there. You know, their teams now made at risk. No. The 3 English teams now currently more top 8 in the Arsenal safe, Liverpool have to be safe because of their game against Qarabag and so on. And the 3 teams are at risk of and number drop to play off. Newcastle, Tottenham, and Chelsea. They have to play about themselves to merit their top 8 and be met me ajo ma hu me monko sa playoff no bi. So there's not much to talk about Champions League. I think so Obed ahandeni na kama. Onslaught. Just confirm what I said here on Monday. And after Monday, Twitter. But the good news is that Onslaught have confirmed they are no more a big club. And
Did you say that?
This club wants to win the league before the season. But we are also aware of the fact that we only did it twice in 30 years. So he's telling the Liverpool supporters now, the behind the Kwajile, or say they should be aware of the facts. But the fact, in 3 years, saying, Captain, fact, no correct. Or say,
no correct, fact.
As a matter of fact,
no correct, truth.
The fact in here.
You see, when no correct is verified. So we say, Adia. No usually facts now figures evidence. Who's the boy no crebo will be adding trade be near the end. The fact no more do change.
Did the trade say?
Yeah, chief or by enough fact in my
verified no correct. Verified no correct. Say Liverpool for now most the bianco.
That argument, you know, a do baby a man here very moon. Say Liverpool are there 2 times in 30 years, no? And until it's a question, it's a blare on their greatness, no? Obisubeka was a Manchester so in few domains almost illegal. Does that also mean that Manchester is no more a big club?
Wait,
tomorrow yes, more of one sir.
This is not like it is.
No more he never said that.
As what can Tiabofuno or say about question about how I say Omonia there and they say Liverpool there based on the way last season league. And all catch the interview and say Abranti Nabotre. See Nabotre, let me check was me. I say Sa club way you know. Yes, I know Cressa SCG league. Now so no cry also me motias and say Sa club now pesa fi bia oje league no. 30 years in here, actually give me a new pay.
So the coach got it wrong.
What is wrong about it? It's not fact that they won 2 in 30 years.
The coach got it wrong because a woman. Such as he never won the league in 50 years. 50 years, no money. But their supporters expected them to win based on their current circumstances. Liverpool in the last 5 years, they either win the league or they are second. And some supporters expect some be winning league now. And now some they can. And yes, I said somebody will tell you Manchester have not won it in 13 years. Is that to suggest that you are no more a big club?
You see the difference between United and we now can say within that sound space now or fair or motor no. Why didn't 13 times?
The
you
have not won it in 13
years. Anyway,
does that stop you from being a big club?
No, you see, he's only trying to let them understand. Say today, yes, even though you are betting you will be in 2019,
they have moved on to a stage where everybody expect them to win the league.
No, I want to also say that they should.
Okay, in the last 5 years, they either win it or they are second. And to so 30 years assemble and man argument is strong. Tell me, so why we now was like you told you answer the podcast.
You see why
they insisting the greatness of Manchester United, but they've not won the domestic league in 13 years.
Why na no so to untimi and take away the point and also say yes they won in 2019 and imagine last season. Anya for East let or catch on say teams now recently on dominating and we saw how they were winning it. But because league general 30 years in here so he's telling Liverpool for say when And this is the head coach of the club telling them, say, they should not demand more.
He is wrong. He is wrong.
He's not there because team.
He's wrong.
But it's not fact, say, league 30 years in more than 30 years. No matter me.
Well, yes, I need a Koba. Because say 50 years Chelsea were not winning the league. Their supporters did not expect them to win the league.
So, but
once they started winning,
when they started,
Liverpool, how many since 2019? Tell me the number of times they've not even gone past second or third. So now, Obiodi second, third, first, Biano, it is expected of him to win. And for the 30 years argument, Bemua, and slot is not being fair to Liverpool.
So when Chelsea came in, how many times are we winning here? You said the difference between Chelsea, Liverpool, City, Liverpool. He said,
then why
when Chelsea came and started winning, how many times are we winning here? Just no beji 2, and Chelsea no beji B, no beji B, no John. City, eba now no magic. But wait there, upon everything, somebody say no, somebody dare do a so the winning and now and come in within that period now Ancelot making emphasis no winning the league is not. Oh, say the
same argument will crop up. But I'm saying that if you're a coach of Liverpool today, or no Ancelot, how many times? And another Liverpool.
No,
I'm saying that on one Musa some no kind. Say one Sebi one. But Liverpool captain Liverpool has been very consistent, winning or second.
Of course.
Last year they are the defending champions of the Premier League as we speak. And it's a supporters expected the league as won in 30 years in Tino. Last year didn't they win it? And Obi defending champion, Obi favorite to win the league. Or Macron and Obiaba. No more catches the league as a Monkai in Fabia Samaji Minu.
Oh, sir, look at catch up so it's he. I think Ancelot just a can catch room. Now the middle you know a year Matisa post school so I can't send me and pay Musena Unkabi in the pan.
Oh, oh. Nanga Vianjan.
Ukabi in the pan. I said, Born car.
I some can make a Viajas in your
was a born car. No, you're just one of those places on my yard.
Oh, no, make I will address the issue. Make our channel say, I know Mukasa, or money looking like the Premier League is the only thing. So if Arsenal Eddie said pieces in Asia, or no sooner use to forget time, was it wrong? Or did or no? Was it the no use to forget time? The forget time now, the Bomono. The difference between the forget time about putting pressure by playing. It was their strategy by playing football. It was their strategy. What is it? Your strategy is that wear down opponents and when they attack, go and score. It's a strategy. When you are going to war, you need tactics. People play on low blocks against us. All the teams. No, not all the teams. So I'm so transferring said then let us get them doing set pieces and corners. Into what they don't know, sir. We so go a corner or this say. He's making one point to be a scores I mean time now, but we did many I know. I was a one. Since nobody we are, how many Arsenal forwards can make the Premier League team of the season? There's one consistent trait of everything that wins the Premier League. Since nobody we are no, Ubenya 1, 2. That is minimum of their players dominating the forwards instead of Premier League of the season. But today, that cannot be said about this Arsenal team. So, also you forward. You midfielder. This is you forward.
So today, Arsenal midfielder see. Don't move your identity here based of current form. No idea. Oh, you are talking about last season, not this season. You see, why are you careful?
This is your match points.
Why are you careful? You I knew say right.
I feel much of the checkpoints of Premier League man. And as I am go for players be baby never bo e mo say double be mo dey. As argument was like you see me ano am me ano. This team has played and lost 3 games throughout the season. They've won more matches than anybody. They've had points more than anybody. Apart from City, they have scored more goals than anybody. They have conceded the least number of goals. Arsenal are third on the Premier League. Or more points say team behind the Premier League. As we speak. 4, clear 4.
Yeah.
Apart from City, how much go team Today you are talking about their forwards. Forwards man. In midfield. They've controlled all games. Oma winning possession. Apart from 1 game, every match they had more possession than other teams. They've considered the least number of games.
Every match.
Me say 1 match. Can't check.
Match no. You see,
1 game.
Football moments. For example, when you play City, they had the possession on a share. And also when they scored, then you took over.
So I'm saying that,
for example,
I'm talking about 90 minutes. I'm not talking about 90 minutes at the end of the game.
The game about
say 1 game.
Sunday way. Arsenal started very well. At the point in time, possession was for United, 68 to 40 for United.
We didn't have friend.
I say
born your pon one. There was score line. Your pon one. There was percentage of possession. I'm talking about the end of the game. I'm not talking about moment. So convenient argument. Oh, that moment. Support no really do 1-0. Football. I don't better say. I'm not talking. I'm saying that. Your ball now your point. You know. I will be a code if you don't the bar on 10. And I make out the moment. You see, I'm cast as a massive say. And what me your boat cast as a midfielder bank. Now midfielder bank in the league. Which midfielder again in the Premier League?
If you take the Arsenal team, say you should have players today. Players are say be a potentially player of the season beyond players with those defensive offense on Honor now but
defend win trophies, you know.
But every Premier League winning team common. They dominate the season with their forwards, goals, number of goals that they give. They dominate that area with the number of goals that they score. Last season, Salah 29, Diaz 13, Gakpo 10. So, Ubenya Haaland 27, Foden 19, Alvarez 11. 3 players giving you double figures.
So what is the result of that? Is it not the number of goals the team scored?
Yes, but you see, what you have to have those forwards.
And one can
so you see,
which theory is that?
Today, Abayas Wekler said, when Arsenal are chasing games, they have to look for the dark ways to score.
And
by set pieces, hackling goalkeeper,
and the VARs don't see.
Yes, because
the Premier League,
the Premier League allows it. So, for example, today,
they say the one
also be Ankoche Arsenal ne. Obi Ankoche Arsenal ne carry for you. Arsenal will not do that. Set piece at the end because Champions League they don't allow it.
And Champions League is where they have 21 points and nobody has. So you are talking about you are talking about this team as if in the Champions League they've not lost a game, they've not drawn a game so in the same season.
The question will be able to say why are they playing different from the Champions League? So when you go Champions League and you are able to open up and play, why are they not over league in media? Now I felt say defensive. No matter I say they will play safe. This is what I felt saying. Postcoast and the other guys are saying. Say the league. We remember previous.
Other guys in my account. Postcoast.
Oh, so Oh, I've listened to all those.
Postcoast. So that's my postcoast.
Oh, so that legend Vieira was talking about how Arsenal not taking a risk.
And any postcode any article.
Oh, say a similar. Oh, say compare a similar in terms of how so. It also the Muken said Arsenal yes will go ahead. League in the budget. League, you know. But maybe the league will not remember Arsenal winning with
that football now be a person enjoy no. So because time be acquire
football na Mourinho man go for enjoy or DJ League. And then Leicester man go for enjoy DJ League.
Oh, Leicester.
You see they have that personal when Manchester sir for schools money.
Oh, there be.
Almost sad there no ho. And then born na Leicester man who enjoy how DJ.
When Leicester won the league, Jim Vardy 24 goals.
And Riyad Mahrez
17 goals. And exciting.
You are talking
about Riyad Mahrez.
One was exciting.
Okay, Riyad Mahrez.
Is he more exciting than who?
Oh, so Mahrez is a better player than Saka. When that season on Moji, no. And I'm about City no. So you compare Saka to Mahrez? Let's settle this. Mahrez and Saka.
And then if an episode.
Bona Mahrez e born Premier League. Saka mo half cry.
Wow, say na okan.
He did it with Leicester. Scoring 17 goals. And about Twaso with City. Eti Sabona Mahrez boy after play bia mbo.
Yeah.
You understand? Jimmy Vardy.
Yeah,
they were exciting to watch. Ngole Kante. Say okay no.
Masa.
So they gave us a lot of exciting moment.
That's not my exciting moment.
And no BFP say this Arsenal team
scores no.
Oh, there be not next BFP say this Arsenal team will go down as one of the worst teams.
They have
Premier League, you know.
Time no Omoboboji League. Nobody played Champions League matches like Arsenal have done and never drew a game. They've not drawn a single game in the Champions League. This team as at February, they are in all competitions and people are talking about excitement.
Oh, say Liverpool.
Which people possess which team and a possible possessing more than Arsenal, and they are talking about excitement.
Liverpool
in the eyes of schools only played for one club. You
play for the best club. Schools played for the best club in the country.
Best one club.
And Oji about is it 11 or so Premier League trophies? Oji Champions League me. So he's a great. So move
yeah, that's it.
Ever played the football?
He's in your maybe back. When cry. It's a grandpa. Or say referees feared awarding penalties at Old Trafford because of Ferguson.
No send there will be any. Now say referee be kind. And what can
the Mongala or say Alex Ferguson once tried to Mamenya Fu, you know. Once tried to get Manchester United game postponed. And Ferguson no powerful.
And then we are no much good.
You also need to be powerful in life. And
Obi drawn a strategy. Obi drawn a strategy or they born a bride, they send a match. Don't give it names. Me the Mitinasepa.
Also Kasaba the influence of
Mitinasepa. Do can na matela.
About Ferguson abaso. And he did well. Do we inquire kwaku. Ferguson ya de me na baso.
And he's coming from a context though. On say Ferguson there no see Arsenal go near dark arts. And the man there but Ferguson power now no the game where we go see go.
Ebu Manchester United.
Ebu no the other Arsenal say go there. Sana kwaku
go share there. The only time I go share deny when born be a foul. But if Obia should go, now to born a clean go. Come fast share there. How does that become the analysis of the game?
Or say dark arts.
It's a non qua there. Because this Arsenal issue, whilst I think say sometimes Ateta now invite pressure on him now. They are top of the Premier League. Premier League here about this season. I'm not sure say team be better than Arsenal. We be better than Arsenal. We better Arsenal. So on the match no. And now we actually go see until some to Arsenal ebe perform below baby almost say no. All those things are mad discussion. And mass discussion it. Let us now enjoy our top sport or Premier League, no. And it's not like on say Kabaka said they are not doing a Leicester City. The biggest European club football competition. I'm at that top. Arsenal at the top of the Champions League. So when say Champions League since October 2024 group stage, you know. Since October 2024. Arsenal lose to Inter Milan. It was San Siro. Almost tough show 1-0. In the Champions League group stage, Arsenal lose game. Almost lose game. Group stage here be omo lose game we are. It is not a team omo perform in only one competition. EFL Cup, they are in the semi-final. They are in the FA Cup, top of the Champions League and top of the Premier League. And you cannot say as at this stage, anybody a team no. You can just wake up and say you're more no. Oh yes, you are not being fair.
They win the league.
No. The West team, the West team cannot top Champions League. The West team, the two, cannot still be in the FA Cup and EFL Cup. So and Ninina Eba because Manchester United now they're the Ninina because Manchester United Arsenal. I don't know all this discussion. Obia baby to discredit this Arsenal team and what at this stage of this
Zakito said this Arsenal has beaten Atletico Madrid almost 4. Arsenal beat Bayern Munich 3. Arsenal say Inter Milan 3. Tikache Poskus. Then the dark arts in it. But Dibo Kasaba. Dibo Kasaba.
Arsenal gave no more against what I'm saying is opinion. Your opinion here in a man say what doubt say Premier League no more top and they are not the best sider. Messi said team no Champions League omo na that top. And also we can say Sometymer say and also we can say EFL Cup they are in the semi-final. Omo ko win first leg. FA Cup omo enti Arsenal are even at a stage they can win 4 trophies one season. Something postgoes in your career one season went me anyebi. Enti ukokasa asem we are now could way could in Premier League so you are not being fair to us now. So what I'm saying is it's one on train you should have waited let's go train. It to no dey share Arsenal a character multi game no. Arsenal winning 11 straight games in the Champions League. And I'm because the last time Omulusu a game in the Champions League group stage was in October 2024. Based on this records, no, it makes it difficult to say Arsenal better drop points and then you may against Karat Almaty. Eti Bema Boda, my member Arsenal, possibly Arsenal for Karat Almaty 0 in that game. Monaco and Juventus. This is a traditional Champions League fixture. And the Champions League necessary na Monaco moyana obi ho no ho mo ba ku bi no mate akoda no masa babiem. But me kai the famous 1998 meeting between Monaco and Juventus. The day Alessandro Del Piero arrived to the occasion, sent Juventus into the Champions League final. But Areho 7 say Predrag Mijatovic go e wo Amsterdam Arena. Real Madrid we need the Champions League against that Juventus team. A game Real Madrid about Champions League finals there, but if there's one Champions League final Real Madrid kuma so the nipa 10 in Hona Buso say when they be winning that evening Amsterdam obi abeka kire say Juventus, but Real Madrid again issue say when it comes to Champions League the name Real Madrid no ultimate emfamfiri ho sa Juventus ni Monaco game ya na that season a wo Thierry Henry any David Trezeguet. Juve quite a very good record against club reference Monaco when it comes to Champions League. 6 Champions League games. Juve winning 4. The other 2 are draw. Monaco this season in the Champions League. Whilst can Monaco no in 7 games now to Tomabono they have lost just 1 home. And that was against Real Madrid. Juventus on the other side, a very good record against French opposition. Juve in their last 15 games against teams of free France. France lose 3. We need 10. About draw 2. It will come on now France Boma. A chance Juve a good record when Omusia Monaco and I say Juve echo France. Based on this, I would say I don't expect Juventus to lose against a Monaco. Omo West be a 1-1, but win baby game nima. Mamma Juventus 2-1. A SR game nima. Athletic Club Bilbao won Sporting. this is the history behind Athletic Club and Sporting Lisbon. 4 meetings almost share in European club competitions. Ubia we need 2-2. Bilbao in their last 10 games in European club competition at home, lose 2. 8 na can you normal lose. Based on this record, actually say it doesn't look like Athletic Bilbao will be losing the game, no. A slim victory be a 1-0 be for club offense Athletic Bilbao. Atletico Madrid any Bodo Glimt. Atletico Madrid they share Norwegian sides 6 times in European club competition. 6 ni na omo wini ye. All teams are about European club competition, especially the Champions League. Aubo muhoma timpa baku ya Atletico Madrid. Milotoba say in their last 18 games, they were home in the Champions League. We lose just 1. 1 per Atletico Madrid. Nti obi best top ma any team from Norway. Mama Atletico Madrid 3, Bodo 1. Bayer Leverkusen kura a very good record against teams from Spain. But there is one Spanish team who many good record against them, and only team who no share the Villarreal. Atletico Madrid last 6 games against Spanish opposition, Omo win 5, and Omo lose 1. But Villarreal there, Club FNC Leverkusen has never won a game. Omo nche Villarreal da. Into Bebu sound say, and they will be arena when they win the game. No? This season their home form, they can Leverkusen and shed that any soro. Inti Ocha Villarreal under Marcelino, how they are performing the Spanish La Liga. Yes, we can lose to Real Madrid. Leverkusen season in Alonso season ibi. So game we say 1-1 enya me 1-1. Real Madrid ne Benfica na wo kan ho asem. Upe teams ni bi omo share Spain teams omo nya de kora na se pa we Europa Benfica kan. A gamer Mourinho history when it comes to Champions League football. Coaches or move to me for clubs are and in the Sony who normally cause surprises in the Champions League. You can mention Mourinho. By this time, Zutu Adiano and Koye. 25 meetings against Spanish opposition. Their last 25 games against Spanish opposition. Omo we need just 1. Benfica. But any team of Real Madrid. Let's assume say 25 in Real Madrid and Kanwa. You are meeting the masters of the Champions League. Win at all costs to be part of the top 8. How do you stop them? Maka Monday no ha say history there nipa da sani bia wabrabum zoto you cannot throw it away. And on the guy there ade bi betimi asibi about 10 years ago. Ubetro date at all, ubetro time at all. 10 years beba. Sad date in any time ni besim so to mo say sad dey say repeat bi. Me say Real Madrid 2025-2026 season no. And then Real Madrid 2015-2016 season ye pe. Omo best start season the season before no Masaki Carlo Ancelotti 2015-2016. Si best start season with coach Omo Masaki ne Fernando Ancelotti and San Alonso best start season no. 2015-2016 Omo kofa Rafael Benitez. And I will Mokofa Alonso. 6 months Benitez Yasakino. 6 months Alonso Yasakino. Real Madrid pe coach 2015-2016. No Marco Real Madrid Castilla Kofa Zidane. 2025-2026. Real Madrid say pe coach. No Masako Castilla Kofa Abaloa. Zidane je Champions League no. Nti ye hwesa Abaloa. So betimi je Champions League ni dia Real Madrid. Again Real Madrid will not lose and they will not draw. Nti a win for Real Madrid. Ebia Mtutu 3-1 for club of friends say Real Madrid. It was our game. Olympiacos any Ajax kakra bi on that game. And also got first the traditional European Champions League fixture mostly na case group stage you know. Na 6 meetings between these two sides. Obia we need 2-2 and a 2-2 draw. Their last encounter na 1998-1999 season. Ajax recently against teams from Greece. Our Mundi Olympiacos. 15 games Ajax lose 1. Aya season in Shadanye this season. Olympiacos are picking up. Into a gamer say Aya share 1. Now Olympiacos share 1. Bema boda enye me nwanwa e was our game anymore. Barcelona airball against Copenhagen. Barcelona in 8 games against teams from Denmark in Lusubi. And you don't expect Barcelona to lose. Barcelona in their last 21 Champions League games. Omushe go. The Barca will score and Barca will win. Yema Barca so 3-0 ever that game on the ball against Club FNC Copenhagen. PSG airball against Newcastle. PSG Nancy will home. English clubs no call in their last 7 meetings against English clubs no omo winning 5. Newcastle in their last 9 away games against French opposition omo winning 1. PSG in their last 3 games out of 5 no mabono. So to either they score more than 3 or more than 4. In the Newcastle game no more corner no. Goals ne be PMO game no. E be tia PSG 4, Newcastle 1. PSG 5, Newcastle 1. PSG 3, Newcastle 0. PSG 6, Newcastle 2.
Ah, Newcastle 7 akanza.
Asempana mekachiro.
Hey.
PSG for nation more goals ewo home. Inter Milan and Borussia Dortmund. When you say Dortmund got a very good record when it comes to Champions League, it was Signal Iduna. 21 games out my board. Their last 21 at home, lose 1. Omumienu say what form head to head na 1-1. Inter Milan are struggling in the Champions League. Inter Milan as a club, this is the only time in their Champions League history lose 3 games at Waso. It means see that in their history by season we see. Borussia Dortmund a difficult side to beat when they are playing at home. Inter here win. Said they count even the knockout stage they will be part of it. It's Dortmund against Inter Milan there. Yes, Inter makes an influential player like Nico Barella. But remember Dortmund 1, Inter Milan 1. Bayern Munich special PSV there and found say a mobile game no Netherlands because last 8 games at Bayern Munich abo against PSV Mr. 2 omo winning 6. It is almost a PSV. Enya dia Eden Edema Club offense Bayern Munich. It is so remember 2-1 e was our game. Manchester City for nye this season at Leverkusen ekosho mo e group stage ya na ebe wi ya. Kana nim say City for so throw mu din Champions League ni bo. Before that game, no more last 23 home games in the Champions League. Na City lose bi. And Leverkusen kosho mo. Na club offense Galatasaray there e ba we am to omo nya de baako say. And found say the City be welcome back Gundogan and Leroy Sané omo former players of Manchester City. Obedia di say Galatasaray last 12 games away omo win just 1. Last 12 games to Galatasaray win just 1. Into a say City will win against Galatasaray. Into so City 3 Galatasaray 1 it was our game anymore. Marseille ne Club Brugge. Marseille is also in lose against any Belgium side that in the Champions League. The last time Omushia Club Brugge that was 1992-93 season. Eventually Marseille to score the Champions League. Into HSA Marseille air away there, but they will not lose against Club Friends Club Brugge. Yema Marseille 2, then Club Brugge 1. Club Brugge last game against French opposition was this season Champions League. Almost Monaco 4-1, but Marseille will not lose. Their worst will be a draw. By win Bebema, Yema Marseille 2, and then Club Brugge 1. Baby, I'm a Frankfurt and Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham also league in Kuya by Champions League they are doing well. In European club competition, Omuya unbeaten in their last 6 games against German opposition. Last 6 games against German opposition. So to Tottenham Hotspur and Lusubi. Frankfurt season I say. Frankfurt in their last 9 games in Europe. So to Omo we need just 1. Based on this record, Tottenham predicting them in the Champions League and no predict Tottenham in the Premier League and Sasai. In the game no mokobono Tottenham against Frankfurt. Frankfurt was omulusu games omu team omu tashi go. Inti ebema Frankfurt so mbesha 1. Na yema Tottenham so mbesha 2. Inti enu so betimi 2-1. Yes, and then it's Union Saint-Gilloise versus Atlanta. And so possibly a 1-1 or 2-2.
Does Atlanta align well?
Yes, they want to be part of the top 8.
Oh, okay.
They want to be part of the
currently
also almost 13th position, almost 13 points. And a win will push them to 16.
Okay.
But once Chelsea soon Napoli were who. Napoli in their last 20 Champions League home games, so to Omolusu just one. Omolusu just one. Chelsea, any English sides now mobile Italy, Omukura good record. In their last 13 games against Italian teams in Italy, Chelsea winning 2. They how many say Antonio Conte who coach or Bobo and nobody can the players have him. Question central for can game once a month. I say, ya say, one team can't tell club president say, on 420 million koto bit se Kaisedo. On Fesica, baby, about 100 million, and koto bit se Enzo Fernandez. You need such players to win big games. But I'm not sure the do based on what he have provided the Amano. Napoli. Conte should be underrating his players. Say putting about this message. As will be free club will be no critique confusion on one. But then you made it. Remember that. If Napoli are not able to beat Chelsea to be part of the Champions League knockout stage, I don't think they should continue the season with Antonio Conte.
Okay. Right. So I saw
and also the two records favor Napoli as a club in Italy. But Champions League and European football doesn't favor Antonio Conte. It is about Champions League na Kejina so ne kadia. Kebeti aka say Lukaku ye back. Kebeti ama Napoli 2. Conte can who Chelsea 1. But because the coach doesn't have a good record in especially Champions League competition, it be a bit 1-1. Diego Armando Maradona.
1-1. What happens to Chelsea?
Then Chelsea moves to Chelsea currently at the 8th or more 13 points. They move to 14 points.
Okay.
Then they'll be waiting on City, Atletico Madrid, Atlanta, Inter Milan, Juventus, Barcelona, Sporting CP. Set teams in they have to drop points.
All right. Tino, akwaba na mami kan we kakra na febra. It's still a Manchester United week. According to Flatuse Louis, Manchester United will win the league hands down. My regards to Zakito and the entire United fraternity. They will win the league hands down. And I knew Kunsu Kojokrum said tonight Napoli will finish Yanum and the Gunners will dismantle Kiryat Almaty by 9-0. Okay, Pedro wa Medina Cruz, Chelsea 3, Napoli 1. Ben Womfinsi said we are say to the UCL matches we are expecting more than 3 goals in every match, but my darling club will massacre Napoli. Kwabena see them. I am a Chelsea fan, but per history in Italy, Chelsea can win today. Most likely result is a win for Napoli. Flatuse comes again. Arsenal are currently on top, but can't win the Champions League. Glory, glory, Manchester United. Say on say Mubarak Tahiru. So if you put 1,000 Ghana on Madrid, you get a profit of 800, which is not bad. So I'll try it. Boare Francis, honorable, or say your team is 13 years without EPL and you are here talking plenty. Okay. Ibrahim Orlando say when Zakito was talking, I even felt that Arsenal was last in the Champions League because of their dark arts in the Premier League. Okay. Like what I say now, see those can only say. And I'm the champions in the dark arts in the hunty. Na omodato. Then David Obeng with the David Okasemi Mundi, that's why I mentioned. Or say like you told me David meaning say or David Manchester Niana. Or Chelsea, okay. Or say in philosophy of sports, the best way to win a game is to cheat in quotation or in comparative advantage. There are approved and unapproved cheating. Taking advantage of set pieces is a legitimate cheating strategy that puts us now ahead. When Man United had the biggest budget and the best coach in the EPL, they were unstoppable. The biggest budget, best coach, and the most intimidating referee manager. So Zaki to relax. Arsenal are cheating legitimately. Okay, Tino. Go and cry a 7-page audio. Their mommy him says all start here. Me ko baby ko tini na ye on Liverpool na and slot say Liverpool supporters in ya de na 30 years match league me no pe.
No na say na mkwaso ntino kekasa.
All right, young guy.
Police senior draw sharp imbus abusuame utufo na meka wo se de wo tie me de wo hwe me bia no bomade na your system no mu adwuma ma ho nkwamo no enya kama na sika ho odem just imagine na watwe bia wo yare na wo to aduro no nso a wo to no a wo nom ne wo nsunsanso me pese wo de aduro ba kopa ye wo aduro ti na meka mfoma wo se shapi musu no de wo nom bia no e ya sure de se o protective system no amana is strong, no malaria, no ulcer, no cancer, hypertension, UTI, candidates body pain, menstrual problem, loss of appetite. Where we no obia no more, which we say de biano, aye na dra, wabenom, urum, our herbal shops, pharmaceutical, ne license, chemical shops. Ubenya police in do shopping with be etimi ato. Frezero 246 20 84 96. Ubetuma Frezero 261 388-149. Uwepa ya tofa Franco sanse ene so ho dem na de bia no ntonura aden na unsiesie dem ho ummo ofon no enkasa emfa ma no kasa Samsung iPhones no ne ho ne kono ye tonso ne bo no ejina abrane motive mo nsesam kakra ye ketwa kopeboyi ne nyina no ebo no wo fom Mope church freezers, refrigerator, washing machine, microwave, blenders, generator, monsu amoni eje gas and electric stove no hono. Ebi wo ho CCTV ni de adwumako bia ehia bi. Ene efie kra no wan kwankra wonsu be hia bi na afei wo de ahwe akiri kama. Mo amadu ajaba juram. Adum old Melcon Kofua Clinic, New Kajetia, Honina no Asem Day and the Franco Nyama no ye de ato apete ewo ho enemo. Number ni 0245 316969. Ya hwehwe ohenri akoso adua ya maameni wadro was a power specialist herbal hospital no adanse ndi ba na begusua aba wona no corporate hepatitis ho awodo a wabaje mu amope fatty liver no monko ulcer fibroid kidney stone scan ye dia ba yesi IMK kano entu ase liver can dia wotipe ye peso liver no ejira ye be ma bia wadro ye ba kope ya to no dinjiri kajiri herbal mixture and capsules bomadim na PM ewo Accra kwa benya ACP road power bus stop mo kumase no fe yasi ne buzunchu road adro ya ne junction so a takrade de woni ahantama bank no ene ben 0244 544422 0200 383831 na just say when your power specialist herba hospital rechira kwan atumi alcohol wo kone sa ba wie pa ya na maka wo say eye Lobek Osimenka wo say uptown foods no enya dance wi na nkrofo edie obi obedi dibia de obi bekọ hono say ampa environment no tena wakọta no upie ya obi ani boss ha kwema sa wo ye guys an say edana nkasa kra no emu ye guy eduane nso tiapo ni nyina mu no yesi promotion na ye ni ntino ya titu susi ya hwi ya de cocktail mocktail fufu banku wache first na nka hwed ni nyina de abeka ho a wo kona udi fufu atum say yes fufu pa na wudie no abankwa ya enam bia no wo be na bi ewo ho wuram ewo Kumasi Red Shell filling station ho bi wo ho abreport the JP filling station bomb so off Ahensan Estate Road Crofom ya Bensika FM Patase block house adiamra the petroleum filling station tana so ya apatapa junction so a anunaga Oferukum police station ho na Kenya say ya Ben Garden City University ya frɛ na bomodim a place order no bra ye any wedding no etuma ba 0596 922-066 0596-922-066 na nyama atumi akoyie eye wasum dwenti herbal clinic wasum dwenti doctor so da won na da biara da bia no bomodin kokwaye brentu no ko panupa se de beye na ete na abesu oni so no obeyi saade ni nyina de afiri ho mo prostate etetemo pressure no ejina yi a eye nemom ewo so ewo form anything can happen diabetes hernia ulcer gono candidiasis and a cocoa to auto me pacho obomodem no timatu ase e de amaw obu ho no mu a eni hu yade no ne de no ha ne ye pa syphilis nso amanyema e how ye kai sa yade nyina bom ekopiem e wa Abreport First Grand Filling Station hwa Kumasi asem na me kan uduru hwa ya for doctor e was 0243 001058 0243 001058 na just say when you wasum dwenti herbal clinic echira kwan amanyema nyina no etimi akoyie ne kwakra mu no eye ka chako toothpaste de media minim de me yusu no fie de abusuano yusuo eno no wo abusuan de na wo yusuo so wonyusu bia dane nabra na wa me discondual san says ade ya pa ne se asem na wo ka no eto asomu na nso nipa da sani mpa no watie ni nyina ne se wo ben no wo blow no fuse ontumi nka nkyerɛw fere kakra ya to no di halitosis wo yi saa ade yi de free ho no wie pa gam no wo nyanam na ba wi pe wo bo ba ko pa no ye sei ni nyina nse efrofrogu ha adwene yie pa eno nso ya ade a ha adwene yie bomodem na kopeka chako 2% se ye bidie ye body tre ye mre bi na nke ye no eno nsunsanso no bi anase no ho depani bi na samara akofa ede abran se ye momodem na ye nyusu bi sanse ne emane ye maso motonwa ye ton in term shop provision shop more ho nyina no obenya chako 2% etimi ato number ye 0246 864798 0501 454 462 obomodin ewuramu a wotimu say yes nyama nyina koyie abra bibia ekoyie ho anam no ene eye doctor bermamba Kwakumro Emmanuel CEO Edma Emali Natural Health Center Nkoko ene na woda doc special birthday goes to you egu family no omo say eradiwon sha no antina nim emfa ensure so Mr. Otuo-Acheampong amana kosi se prem to bre edu
koko tino da CP kwaku wonema na o send ni nyina eba na say see you pay attention to them one after the other. The first one in your once a grand referees fear awarding penalties at Old Trafford. And first one say referees feared awarding penalties at Old Trafford. Zach, and then more the buy and no. 2. Dermot Gallagher reveals Sir Alex Ferguson once tried to get Manchester United game postponed. Maybe on one see him postpone and I say Phil Neville, Manchester United were favored by referees under Alex Ferguson. Phil Neville on a post school na a ball or no na and some baby no dia baba adagin nche ye kofi kwaku ya sure say be kwa kokenkan ni nyina na ye ho news na nyame boa ochina ya ba be hwe nsem no sidi tie no bibia
because zaki abeka
no kwaku ngwa de ba yo
na kwaku nkura so ye so yo de
so obi ama yenua yenua sentry ni my input
akwa kan bia ngeye
say nyankan
o san ko fi akoye ho aye ho no fi aba de na
say wa sem no de aba say oh David so don't cry to them see amani bi oti o se no no kan ti got to go ya ma don't winka
sometime story bi ho ya na say obe skip nanka wa jamana ko batasa se nwe me jana sanzo nyi so to wa unua mete se wo kana sem na Udru Safo Nensema now can say Jeff Executive Council member Udru Safo disclosed that he was once approached by a betting agent who asked him to provide the correct scoreline for a Division 1 league match between Port City and Golden Cakes. So to say no or catch the same thing.
Oh, so I can say at the end of all, Tien and I ain't come na into us here.
And so to Akanyamia Dom. Odo ESCO member etinka sa agent approach we ESCO member den kama juma ba ko kese ba ko ambese moye ne se ye game no be free from betting ya ka ho asema etika bi se buy no anka the name on shame no nka ko na abo ko ma ba ho director na ESCO member one of more objective ne say make sure say be cleaning the league no you allow these people to go so bufu now thrown out and that was the end and then now grant interview aka I think say a serious nation. I play for football no serious. Those stuff must be called. So too. Say if you know mano echo back na o name Musa microphone. I think say Kenya bad. So now who you say beka. So one can na one can wanya. But if you come out to say this, there, yes, your YouTube Ghana for your YouTube say betting no, it's destroying the game. Your YouTube say oh. Ana wo agency bi ba ho. And no be can say team support team and team as well part of the team etika munya sa betting no na nka face camera o party na yedu anye you throw them out and aba be can so how do we get to know some people and governor be yes ade no and those are from that time and governor approach you no up to date What the distraction now? Omo de akwa yen game no. Both Division 1 and Premier League. Oh na wanya ebi obi. Ti wo wanya no. Na wan na mu ama yan hu nipa no so omo ye sa de no. Na wonam wona wo kan say no. Na wo kan kire say enya dan. So ese ebedifo if one na we are near for no. So obi akasem for game near for no. Is it prosecutor no? Ahamzo to offer no. As a prosecutor and friend, not those for on my better and further particulars. You bet my Tracy sa adiano because your person gets adiano out of your game. It shouldn't be one of those things. And another, you should be no hatch no be cannot general economy. Maybe where there Nana Abuaye my say if we better say the who's or blow the who's an and Adena Bano, he's a NESCO member. It's a Ghana is serious there. Then a whole NSF anyway. So I hope so you agree with me. I don't have to agree or disagree. Say on the time, when's my enough time now? They say, quality service man forget about time. Oh, them tell any panel doors. Oh, don't doors. But no engage you. Okay, but you can no. Yes. I see. So I think that Nana, I'm Ghana football. On the free you be follow near the chair. But Tisana Kotoko story now because Asante Kotoko have pardoned the players who breached camp rules during their trip to the Western region for their Ghana Premier League. But it's always that and I say a block. So I say 8 different cases and a Koto management of Asante Kotoko anymore. 4 of the cases related to Samurai Boy incident. 4 of them. 4 others no issues at a war camp. As a war or more Kumasi based camp. Okay. And then no committee and same of all the 8 issues no again the same cases. Usa Samurai Boy and a fat players no any a mass any say in a koba no. The only case Mizoto omunya evidence to support the claims no a blood you know. A blood the anything a blood no bad the whole camp. Oh Samurai Boy. As Antiko to kochi no say ono ba at the camp a brother team no ekobo match against Samates no matter as basake. You kochi no na say you see the name of the game no is evident. The evidence about there a hona omo to aso nanka the other things omo expect say better further yanka asai a blood beye e dey acclaim hono say what the patch no eye ni nsam den no asante so we nsam den so to ye boom ana omo ja na kwan but of the 7 others no ekoye here say suspect we su I say e dey na yan clear say enye omo am call Samurai Boy no enye place ni nya na kofa oba e ya blonko a omo amaka ne de ekoye say yesi we su ye bi yesi we su ye bi yes you ye bi ana ye frɛ o ana ne ma na asi so camp ha ana ye frɛ to ka we no o ma anya evidence ava mbake that cases no ana o ma flee sa players no na mum o ma kasa kire o say go and sin no more to say open ntem mu asa na te nya say bia na samba no na e bia amanfo ni san no mu yi no sorry abro no ana o ma ni san no mu yi no
thank you
ono de ye chin right handed say a team na camp ntim but Zakito asma na oka ote ta bia se bia na oka no I want to believe say on be okote na say nyama information e come fast o mo chi no and no am te ta no and the conference em e dey by to e no so de no na the FA communication
finally
minion ono so te say oni baba isa mu di e ka ho asem so ball league na say nsem bi say na do safu dey by na say
I'm see a league no toss 100.
But I don't think I'm far from right.
I don't think I'm far from right. Crew Europe in 44 or 46.
Okay, they all come on boy saying.
Africa 54.
Okay. I know European
40. Africa, yeah, 20.
Africa League
20.
Okay,
to them 0 for in 2.
And European say
46.
Okay, 46.
Mami,
your Asia.
Asia, say 0 for near 46.
46,
Asia or 49.
Asia say 49.
49 countries.
And
South America
10.
How many 10?
Come about for.
South Africa for any come.
I'm 10. Now the America honor become home.
South for 10. No, there are 12 countries.
There's one in 12.
Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Ecuador, Guyana, Paraguay, Peru, Suriname, Uruguay, Venezuela.
And I'm about
Suriname for anyone.
Okay, because I can't say because I'm born come about couple of nations.
100 years.
One for America for now. Yeah, 10 America for no. France for America for no better 20 and 15 North America for no.
North America so.
Only the CONCACAF no.
North there be CONCACAF for no. Jamaica for no.
I say I'm from part of America.
Okay, almost so yeah. 23.
Okay, so 23, 49, 46.
3 in North America, Canada, US, Mexico, 7 in Central America, Belize, Costa Rica. I'm not going to go.
Belize.
Belize. I know Mukoi.
Amanyanko.
Belize, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, Panama, and 13 in the Caribbean. Antigua and Barbuda, Bahamas, Barbados, Cuba, Dominican Republic, Grenada, Haiti, Jamaica, St. Kitts. Omunina, we mun na league to am.
Eduka boma.
We mun no league to am.
Da kunya say. Oh, in 100 in excesses. Me fan say be fan say yunzo to. Oma ibi. Area was say we compete with leagues that excel in image right. 1 image right. Branding 2. Production 3. Stadium facilities 4. Visibility 5. And overall production appreciation.
And 100 over 211. Because FIFA members in 211.
Aye.
Tombe some say 100 near dear.
And I make the areas or the my say the number of free so mujinaso. I have for just the year or any mano. It be no kind. Was it a liga a image right? And one. Branding, production, stadium facilities, visibility, and overall production appreciation. These are the areas that official mujina so the end. Oh, Sunny was Ghana. Ghana. That's one where I say Ghana. But now first 94. And I assume to do 100. It's an official year
retreat.
And I want to what 94 Nasi.
I'm 100 no.
Obi a 94 that's all 100 and you.
Send man be dia ka o buy. Yeah, sure. Okay,
over the weekend was today I had to folk ne Asante Kodoko nyina started some interesting conversation kaka. Me to how. Na omon duma omo dini catch them young. Ma start ama Kwalanget and Keti started Bas Stadium. Se Obestedia had to folk here and Kotoko here.
Free on.
I think so. Na the best rene say yebepa a clubs nature say security idea who here. So Bibema neba Aba Stadium. Though omo leader or her almost there. But the moment of better stadium hono pinching BSC whether a C will be an anebanu baby an ebani news to next time no or money panin kobi. So when you talk about security, that is the time I say yemi any brepa could do him where got the house so any dear comes to him kwalaya beya. So Kofi or Kwako can be almost many players. I think the chairman solo on handle this initiative. To the best senior said, other venues beats me a beer. The stadium should be a friendly place. I bet you be a corner over the Baba. Until we know corner cacao and me call many pa. Next time I'm a fool be sweaty as yes and a bambra. Name of mobile corner near my many tiffy no atini say ya booby a soon and will be Jania go be so ya tunsua. Sa police will be wound natural, a be wound tem cra. So adequate security, turning the stadium into a place will be feeling comfortable. So beko should be our next big challenge and big target. I see the good from MOBR the anything basso. any idea baako na Asante Kotoko air pardon players so too. I'm hoping say better same way bi as Afibiano Nessi when SCC then we start questioning the institution ankasa say institution structures ben amudi agu a e mo bi be fasa institution mu anasa an o mayisi because ye tia na say Ghana has structures near system problems so ontino obi timinum so no dey ato form but say ni pa na otam ni kokro fufuro so a osuru klase nsu na wanom no dey beto form. That is what we call systems and structures instill discipline at the highest level. Inti ebe sere se koto company fo ni hu se obia osuban bi odi free baby ba and obia wa adwen asinitrim hibeja uba kruman mi to nya ndura kwa no de tu nyina so bedi 1 year ampa brant ne ba e ball no obo ne kire 1 year ball so on te wo krum ha obi so ba no ni dream nyina ne yesa ha na wadu no awie nti oba ha na kakaben se mo ba abaye system be na ade begu akwan mu a ebema wo investment in the asset no wo betimi anya returns. So there's something they must look at. If they think pardoning the boys is the best form of example moving forward, no problem. But the MPC then we will start questioning the administrative style of the leaders as to why these things are happening. Inti yenhe hono na asem so to yan to aso. Na top 100 Mr. Tumahe. Na I said thing say obedi ho achinyi. Top 100 no 99 Wales, Panama 98, Singapore 97, Kuwait 94, na Uzbekistan 93, Nigeria 91, Nigeria 91, Slovakia, Cote d'Ivoire 87, Angola 86, Iraq 83. Nancy I players ne ko Iraq nti Malaysia 82, Mali 81, Georgia 80. San Marino na be mu ana en wa kakra ba me sure say ne ye the plane be si wo say Ghanaian players nko ha wan ha ye nya bi okurum ha sei nti we list na Qatar that 70th position dem so to na ne enkomo na eden at Saudi they show some balls to kakra. Saudi that 13th. Yeah. Intimoto Chile mo Serbia, Ukraine, Peru, Austria, Bulgaria. So I say in common in kakra the Ghana League because me sure say when you are looking at these rankings, EPL, no La Liga, EPL. Sorry, EPL moved from 3rd to 1st. EPL, second year La Liga. Spanish La Liga, Brazil League 3rd, Italian League 4th, German League 5th, French League 6th, Portuguese League 7th, Argentina are dropping, Netherlands and Colombia. So the question you ask yourself near say, Obi ayebo group stage or Africa. On say ente hon komokra we kuruma because we fan say ye kwa ye ba. The last two, Champions League, the Confederations Cup, which will be mass Europa League. Now, when team make it, I mean, come back. Doors.
As I'm now be that can say, you should check their teams in the UEFA Champions League and the conference near, you know. In a movie. So recently they've tried to be relevant in Europe. You know. So
Botswana League
Grown one very nice economy. Say I know lingo.
Any
we are seeing now.
And now some
position in football
aye.
Botswana.
Aye.
Okay. Are you talking to the microphone?
See, you can't mienka.
Based on a
BC na be bo. As they say do motimi. Okay, and they ate.
So, yeah, come match facing no some ready.
Now, yes, the evidence.
But you see, asem we are and ye can't Kumana obi or Bentin Nepa. Say, I didn't put say any abros into the other boy with one of the teams.
Or Bemba one cat team, you only back on the team.
You bet me the team now, but to protect other entity. Okay. What's the team no?
I don't know. I can. Yeah, go ahead.
Your blue was your own country and you. And a man, we didn't see Nanga 17. Or more man. Or the bar, last call on a mere marker. Not trying to real scholar this year. When we can't see and Timmy, we discovered bar. Now, the percentage see that Major Modi. As I say, so I'm very interested to really come and fix a match. And I call the man. Fasten for Consilina and one need. And I okay. We can't get credit into any friend and a friend like was starting your engagement to about if you match and a match we are team behind us and an office match. The team of the time office match power and a full materials and time of buffet match for last man into any share to into a bar. Another man who is kind of a good snow kind of boom would be an answer for. I didn't go to be that's really 5,000. This would be 2 billion. Some of you know, the one country and when you actually requirement into your country. Again, it's in chatting with the position they asked for that. But I almost only credit 19 years now. The more than that, almost that's not a middle match, not very serious. It's only place to go. Stand up with you.
I say, Brekumas na fui. Bet no much try na omo akwabon almost need the middleman. Until onna eba. Oba also by no na on trust us na for no sa face match no be na say or test what is into so omo consider one go man no on so be ya
no consider
no me ya ntino odi on twan kakra bi into di we no say na me trusted no mo start business na no mo try business na so na afi
na we ne be hono dia
o ye na afi and wa o say ne ngwa Brekumas na league table no so o say de omo ya no
say
also the omo ya also the omo ya no and you see Odusafo and it come back to and run in some now can I say but as a leader when who's obiafra who said them many dangerous and say you are a high school member and obi afro phone so trying to convince you say o team Port City monko face match was me manya no hwe oba na me de na sebi nsem hunu ntina nzoto ntia sa mo pese ye class 1 for ntina ye nji sa te mu ndi se oba ya mpa so ya na katan se omo form asem ko no pam omo eti when you have set people leading your association nzoto e problematic asem na ya kana nko for fan tra no sa ni pe wo mu na ye football no mu na mo hwe so today you do a level an ESCO member tell us say ebi my friend no say nka omo try say nka omo ebe ene ne bebo face match okay na wanya wo hwe ni di answer asemo ka che omo an say omo fo masem kwanti na me hwe papa no asma no ka Mighty Royals for Brekumas na fi we omo match o hwe omo results na the last game Brekumas na ne Mighty Royals. So these are their two results this season. Shall they be? First match on board free, Mighty Royals 5-0. Second match, Brekumas na 5-0.
The strikers in the idea.
And as Asama Kwane can the idea.
Me there for na idea. Me say omo kasa na me ni ambeze mejo masemedi.
Tio. O say afiwe o say team a omo mo baye side man pan Mighty Royals.
And 5-0.
Then you go show omo results afiwe ya. So far about 2 matches.
5-0.
So on 4 matches. First match, Mighty Royals home 5-0 against Brekumas na. Second match, our Brekumas na home 5-0. So to pacho football always as the football.
I am here go so adwo. Omo investment. Na so omo recoup omo sika am this year.
The ma asem ni na yi ene se de ya benya obi am so to benya kokuduru aba be defend the ekoso no. Ba me so ma me nko dompo ase aprabon. Na me nko konkomba ho na andiko ene parliament members omo konkomba fo nyina omo hia
konkomba
yes wo dompo ase aprabon
e ba nkasa
la 53 se ba mi da bi omo de ba cho ɛhɔ parliament
and omuto
parliament
ban one chain
ban wo ho ano motie as si omo biem TV radio ni nyina eda ha
kom ba for
omo fa ye
program na mo de gu for man obey
and the co
malt ne
ene mpanyifo mo ho nyina no mzotu omo fa ye program ni ago de bo na ye nie o kan wo hwe nyi ene obi aso nkyere se opesa de na ekoso do si ho kwan am pese be ba ye football mo biem afe so yeru afufufum da bia zutu yete sasemu ya enti enye possible say ye football no baby ekono ebe ye animu ya because the massam ni so sad ne say anytime you hear controversies about Ghana football am zutu something closer to betting, not to so because I change na betting. Something closer to betting. Say the image of Ghana Premier League, no. What you dream FC do? And it's the team of the FA president. It's the team of the FA president. And you to Sabio, you said Dambo, you did cambo free fee. Nti say see and I say sometimes we be no wash that say or try to tarnish the image of Dreams FC. Na say Dreams for so tena wo din no mo so meka hwea. It looks quite worrying. Minka say Dreams the musronko. But opinion na team ni ene dia no. Ono na Ghana football nyina woda no. Ono na FA president. Into obi sori so obehye da gu Dreams FC anim ase na da bia sa de na ekoso ne nka ho hwea asem sebe ye bo ne de ye ti hei omo yom sensen twofo na egu Ghana League ye na ekutwa bet ne ma omo enye na ekutwa ma omo na egu football no and say ya na beba you don't may sometimes ya na metenase na me ko deep in Twitter clubs na kwa na me de mo ho omo ho che omo kakra and say so be an investment and obi a investment am to so open faso and over Ghana League na ye bona and faso pa e Ghana Premier League nim and so do club betwa bet and faso bi anu e chen no league na ye bono sponsorship we ska be never into wo avenue bi a to de benya faso na ne ka wo bono de ateso a onya obeye yenu ma esu etie chire me ba beka sade no mo de ye nti men say wada age say wo kwakwohwe Ghana Premier League because most of the games yani ahye score line with them and I dey sade na eba yesi kotoko penny players ni bi nyomo mo yomo de achew you too ade we de me de ade sede and e to am sinanim si ebo season we wi a if you na omokoje say omo the players ni kugo no decision no take here na backfire. I'm say 2 or 3 years ni. 3 years here kan ho asem. Afi bia wo 3 years ni mu bia sa afi ho. Asem si ma ne ba boten. Into ntimi nka say first year si, second year si, third year si. Osi decision now take it good. Omunyi players ni free ho. Na chuka ye ne ho ahwan ne sa nyoma ne nyina enko because media kamenim say clubs ekura na msutom yes mostly ne anom ye for players e bia mo free chirichiri asemi aye kan aba so
on coming back
I agree with you yes bisi wo pobi mayo obisi wa de
but ya nanka omohwe I say they are players be you can keep them there
and I make us a mostly
omo ayi kakra
omo wa chire kakra na ebi obi wo ha oba se club house no wo
omo to go access omo suban
club need me ye oh ebia enimoni me awunya baby ntina because these are adults so you cannot control them ebia awunya baby na club so your club house you betia house for some time whilst also bomodin so betia baby adu udu tiato so na meche no it's the decision to house Asante Kotoko players no ewo baby fa kono ko Asante Kotoko headed by
sano mom ntrom baby
asem no mzoto obi na kofa asem ne ba wo na otu hodi ne bia ba so tem jana say eti sad decision we dey season we are mesro omunyi players nyina freedom
we so nanka our cost implications o boy kanu ni soro munyina fi ba ko na mutitim kama abase enko captain was be from ma abase
Ben so ya one obija sports nti
Ben or say
Australia o the head time o head time o say
man kana sem man
say ya nkyere no kwan a befa so akọ report to every president na me FIFA
and Zakito ya dia so nsa Ben Beso ko report to every president ma FIFA but of a number na Zak
what's a Ben dey anybody say Gabi in this for na o say Linda Manko celebrating birthday
ona abano
Linda Manko ona mbano yes
in this for
celebrating birthday into happy birthday with Obapa Lucy.
Okay. Every Gabio.
Auntie.
Even Wahab.
Listen, Wahab, yes.
Wahab.
On the Bezona, or the people's man. Correct.
Don't do it, Bass. Baby.
And I say,
okay.
Obapa Lucy, mum. And I want to back on behalf of Obapa Lucy.
Okay.
That's if it's a Gabi phone.
Matthias.
Oui.
C'est abano.
Oui.
Abase enko en.
Ah, c'est be after academy no. Dey dey ne koye se omukodu nkran no a. On se be bi tete ne kwa wo wa. Ti bi afri anu akodu midnight bi abe 2 3.
Na traffic na was akwa no so omoye we no training.
Enti omoye ne
na ati abe go training obobi.
Ha, wo be bre. Fa bi omtete ne mu wa. On ko ba na ba sa. So me dey dey to aso an se ye dey league ne ye dey kaka. Se bia so bia besere wata de fita so de ko ba bi no to bidie ada obehye no ko fa bidie no wana yamasho China Ghana football is akwakoye because league no wontimi ntina on kwaje 1 million Ghana cedis emi nditeti mama kotoko na ha so ye Ghana football ni ye bobra ye bo kwara ni ye boya wada ni ye bo memenda what you say etidie kan say se ne kotoko na ha so ni motimi aba fom ma 1 million Ghana cedis etimi control wo mo ye mutimi nye football no a masa football in ye football in any direction you see leaders no Abraham so for kwa against kotoko 90 minutes anya 700 million 700,000 7 mechanism 7 billion yes 90 minutes yo 90 minutes has a ball wow stars anya 4 billion
no na kotoko for ne dos
na masa omumra president so mu kroma amunko no mko Jesus kanai so mu dos so kroma so mu amunko no mko je ya so for kwa ball against wow stars and 4 ya ball against Olympics almost 5 billion na wo kwa je 10 billion na 10 billion e chia ya wada memenda if yada ya wada memenda if yada na just ball obi na diteti ma wo nya wada wo ye football no
abasi ye news an no
so wo mo to mbo ase house of hope 20 years ni yenko Champions League Ghana se bibia group stage da 20 years yo since 2006 big club like house of hope yenko group stage da masa club no be bi da national ni ye o to ni ma ye
ora